No, can't do it. Can't even do a damn steering contest with myself. I mean, the whole thing was at the start. I was the whole title of the show was supposed to be like, staring blankly at my camera, and from everything that I keep hearing, you've got to do. You have to give the audience exactly what they want within the first 15 seconds, otherwise people click away. So I just figured I'd just stare blankly at the screen and see exactly what happened. So, hi again. Wouldn't shock me because let's face it, I haven't used any of this shit in how many weeks? Let me just check that I haven't. Microphone's fine, but I think. Oh, hang on, I turned off the processing. Hang on. Processing. No, not that. No, I don't want all that off. I need the. Wait, did I turn the noise gate off? I don't think I turned the noise gate off. Maybe I'm just really loud. Give me a sec. No, ooh, I have no idea if that's going to be. Why must I make you wait a week to see the new puppy? Mainly, let me see if I can just drag that down a little. Is that better in terms of the audio? Mainly because, I mean, I meant to do it this weekend, but then I didn't really advertise it to anybody, and I haven't reached out to anybody to ask if they want to be around for it, and it's been, like, ages since I've done any of this sort of shit, so... And let's face it, I haven't been in a great place lately. Even the last 2 weeks, obviously after Angel passed and sort of some other shit hit the fan, I haven't even put videos out, so... I feel the main reason that I set the time to show you guys the new puppy is basically to force myself to do it. So, all right, let me move this across here so I can actually see what I'm looking at. There we go. Contemplate the glory hole you're about to be in. God, I have no idea what you're talking about, nor do I think I want to. Where's the spiced kangaroo? Depends how spicy you want it. Bering's pet koalas come out to play. Since when am I Bering's pet koala? I've commented on like 2 or 3 of his posts in the last few months. Oh no, I'm not. I don't want to be recording that separately. No. Hold rec to stop recording. Yes, well, I want to stop recording. I don't want to be recording that at all. Thank you. I'm not even sure Bering knows who the fuck I am. I mean, he followed me on X, but I mean, it's not like I've had anything interesting to say. So, Hayden's streaming schedule looking more and more like Ricardo's schedule. At this point, I do think that my streaming schedule is significantly worse than Ricardo's. I can't medicate for narcolepsy because things are a little bit more stricter here. So, for me, when I just want to curl up in a ball and go back to bed, I kind of have to just sit here and doom scroll. And I'll be perfectly honest, I was doing that. And I was like, you know what? Just start up a stream. You can do it. Just start a stream. Just create something, click the button, and go, and you'll be fine. You can do it. Because otherwise, I was just gonna sit here, just with my phone, just scrolling endlessly, and I was getting into an argument. I have too many AIs in my life. I was getting into an argument with Claude, which is I swore to God that I would never get to a point where I was that involved with a fucking AI, because we've already made fun of certain individuals with how involved they get with AIs in their life. And but it's sitting there telling me, with everything that's happened over the last 24 months, it's understandable that your life's pretty fucked up right now, and it's okay if you want to curl up in a ball, but make sure that you're actually taking time for yourself. And I'm like, when did you become my fucking therapist? So, but anyway, I'm here. Hello to everybody, and no, all Aussies do not know each other, unfortunately. I mean, look. Bering's an interesting case subject, because as weird as this is, and I'm going to go off on a little bit of a tangent here, because there was a time when need to talk about who your AI girlfriend is and why it's not healthy. It's not a girlfriend. I don't use the female version of Grok, which, what's her name? Annie or whatever it is, because she looks like an anime character. I think that's hilarious. No, I just get into very heated arguments with a British voiced Grok. Not Grok, Claude. Because what I was doing, and I make no qualms about this, when in order to accommodate the little amount of time that I have for various things, I've been using a combination of vidIQ's AI, Grok, and Claude to help me do research, to help me prep scripts, to help me with my thumbnails, all that sort of stuff for my YouTube content. And I have built a very sophisticated 18-step platform thing that helps me with all that sort of shit, and I still can't fucking bring myself to use it because I can't be, like, a lot of the shit that's going on in the news here in Australia at the moment just makes me want to blow my fucking brains out, because it's all left-wing bullshit. It's all let the AI gaslight the audience. Well, I mean, obviously I rewrite everything myself anyway, because obviously I sit down, unlike certain other people, I sit down, I fact check everything, I rewrite it, A, so that it sounds like me, but B, because otherwise it just feels disingenuous, like it's not my own content. And if what I'm having it do is do the in-depth research, find me the cases, find me the law review articles, find me all that sort of stuff, I still want to read all that. I still want to know exactly what I'm talking about, because otherwise you get caught out, and it's just not right. Like, it's like being those lawyers that walk into court with the hallucinated AI citations and getting raked over the coals by the court. It's like, why would you even fucking do that without even double checking, you know? But anyway, point is, rather than creating content about stuff that I actually give a shit about, because like I said, the Australian news has just been it's all mass migration or left-wing censorship, or it's why you can't be called racist, or why you can't why watching Australia as a whole, the cultural identity of Australia crumble, is anti-multicultural, or it's anti this and anti that. And it's, at this point, I'm just fucking done with these people. And like, again, I was having a convo with Claude earlier, and it said to me, what is it that you actually want to make content about? What news stories made you angry this week? What's something that you could talk about? And I said back to it, I said, everything that was in the news this week, I think anything that I gave a comment on would be considered hate speech under the government's new laws, because it's all about individuals out there that are committing machete attacks, or grape, or murder, or, you know, the housing crisis, the gas crisis, all this sort of shit. And when you actually look into it, like, could you make an American character and act like you have free speech? Unfortunately not. I mean, like, you can't be proud to be Aussie, just like they don't want us to be proud of being American. Pretty much is what it boils down to. And they don't want us to pay attention to the fact that Australian culture is very clearly being replaced. Like, I'm sorry, but if you can walk downtown in any major city in Australia and there are areas where not a single word of English is spoken, or not a single sign is in English, or, you know, you're basically shunned out of the area, that's not multiculturalism or integration or acceptance of Australian values. That's subversion. And I'm a little bit over it. Send me a script and let freedom ring. How about we send you guys our dumb assholes, and you good Aussies move here as an exchange program? It's getting more and more like I want to get out. It really is. I'm not going to lie. Like, I used to be so proud of our country. I really did. But with everything that's happened in the last 12 to 24 months, I can't bring myself to. I mean, okay. But I mean, it's the whole thing about forcing ideologies on on individuals, and it seems like it's a big thing with this government, that they want to make sure that beliefs are watered down, for lack of a better term, it seems like. Because, oh, well, everybody must be aware that there's all these different options and everyone must make their own choices rather than, um, what no, that's not even the right way to put it. I don't know. And see, and this is why I wind up just sitting and doom scrolling and just whatever else, because it's just like, it seems like everybody's getting preferential treatment over the citizens of the country, basically. And again, for the most part, anything that I have to say on that feels like it'd breach hate speech laws. So, if there's a knock on my door, I won't be shocked, but I'm just hoping they can at least wait until Scarlett's out of school would be good. They have a one world vision and must make it happen. That does, yeah, that tracks. You mean the photo will become real? Probably at some point, Stingy. I haven't posted it yet, but Stingy did a nice little AI image of me being arrested as the Chinese succulent meal guy. I was thinking about putting that up on X as a caption competition. For people that have plenty of fun with that. But yeah, so I've just been struggling with trying to find things to talk about, really, that will A, be of interest to me, B, not put my blood pressure through the roof. Because, I mean, for the last 3 months, I've put a fuck ton of effort into those videos that have been going up on the main channel. And you know what? It probably doesn't look like it because it's, they're fairly simple videos. I'll be perfectly honest. But with the amount of time and effort that I have available, a lot of effort goes into it because whatever else. And I'm just not sure I'm happy with them. So that's why that's why I just find myself sitting and doom scrolling. So. But anyway, how are you? I turned all of this on so that I wasn't just sitting here and just sitting in my own head and oh my god, what's Jacinta posted now? Hang on. Our kids deserve to be safe online. That's why we're making it easy for families to hold big tech companies to account and make sure people who spread hate can't hide behind anonymous accounts. Fuck you. You don't get any notification when I put them up? Well, that's the other thing. I have no idea if I should just be abandoning the main channel altogether. Because one of the major things that I have issue with is that a lot of the topics that I do videos on, there are other Australian lawyers out there that are doing those topics as well, and they are getting 10, 20, 30, 80,000 views on their videos. And if I'm lucky, I get like 1,000. I think I had one breakout where it hits 11,000 in the last 2 months. The social media ones, for obvious reasons, did well because they sort of broke out into mainstream or whatever else. When it's on the social media ban or the one on the internet passport and that sort of thing. But yeah, I just don't know. So, doing well. Wish you and yours the best. You too. Thanks very much for that. So, where are we? Lost your grandfather. Oh, I'm extremely sorry to hear that. Hurt your neck. Some more pain is mega in the back of the neck. Oh, jeez, that's never good. Really sorry to hear about that. I'm sure your grandfather had a long life and that he had a good innings, so. Um, I haven't really kept up to date with any of the main cases that the US law tubers have been following either. 97, he had a good life. Good. Very glad to hear that. Well, that's the main thing. I gather that there's various shit going on in the various Reed cases. Like at this point, I don't even know what cases are actually still on. Like, how many different cases involving Karen Reed are actually ongoing, whether or not Turtle Boy's still ongoing. Did we get to the OnlyFans chick? Has she already had her trial yet, or is that still coming up? I'm out of the loop. Lost track of the Reed case stuff. Fair enough. Camello's working on his appeal. Oh, see, that's another one. Like, the whole Plenty's not gone to trial yet. Okay, alright. Oh, that's good then, so I haven't missed that. Charlie Kirk assassination trials and prelim hearings. I did see that, because I have been trying to keep up at least with some of the stuff in relation to the Charlie Kirk trial with Tyler Robinson. I haven't watched the actual hearings themselves. I've been watching what other people have had to say about it. I gather that it's, there was always going to be conspiracy theories, and I know that Rekida's got shit going on with Candace Owens. This, that, and the other, but how much I'm going to pay attention to that, I have no idea. I mean, it sounded to me Laura Owens' jury selection starts on July 29. Okay, thank you. It sounds to me pretty well like they've got him dead to rights based on the roommate or boyfriend testimony, haven't they? So, no, I'd be very surprised if Anthony had any grounds for appeal. I mean, I'd also be very interested to know if he actually had the money to fund an appeal. From what I gather, his family spent most of the money, didn't they? So, let me just quickly pull up. I'll see if I can find... Not the aggregator skim. Not the cluster sourcer, stream sourcer. Okay, let's try that one. Give me a sec. Neil, the one-ton elephant seal, takes over Tasmania. Oh, I don't know all about Neil. Live frog found in Australian grocery store salad bag. Oh, that's old. Reckless Ben and the bricks and minifig stuff's caught much of the attention lately. The Lego thing's been interesting to watch. I know a little bit about that. Like, I've been paying attention to some of the stuff, but I really do hope that those people get their money for that Star Wars Lego, because that seems like, I mean, setting aside the whole Reckless Ben content creator stuff getting involved, if you've entered into a contract for a consignment and there's evidence that you've given something to someone to sell on your behalf, that seems pretty open and shut to me, as opposed to anything else. The fact that they apparently didn't do some sort of inventory or anything when corporate took over the store or whatever, that seems pretty sus to me. Mind you, I'm talking out my ass here. I have very little knowledge of it, so... A GoFundMe got the guy's money back? Oh, that's good then. Okay. Apparently Iran wanted some stuff. Didn't the Aussie Navy captain get shit canned? Are you talking about the New Zealand one? The DEI hire that managed to, like, top the ship or something? Or, hang on one sec. What's this? Kai Cenat streaming university events already generating chaos. Rules broken, crashing out over alumni sneaking into clubs, emotional moments, selfishness, power cuts, game rage exploding. How the hell any of that matters, I don't know. What's this? Aussie, New Zealand, they're all the same. Yeah, well, it kind of seems like it at this point. Here in the States, it's super complex, but yeah, it looks like he's been made whole, but the TRO was a crazy thing to see. Okay. See, okay. This is how you know that shit is so boring in the Australian news if it's not the stuff that's being peddled by the actual government itself. Like I said, I've got various steps set up using Grok and Claude in order to help me find interesting things to talk about, okay? One of which was, dude, what you do on a weekend is entirely up to you. I won't know part of it. Quite literally, it's supposed to go through and rank interesting stories based on what's in the Australian news, what's like hitting news feeds, what people are actually reading. And what it has turned up for me in the top 5 stories that are available as at today. Australian penny farthing maker breaking world records, according to abcnews.net.au. Farmer turned professional Dan Bulwell is Australia's only full-time penny farthing maker with a cult international following and new Guinness World Records. Like, just... I don't have time to read through everything. But when that's the sort of shit that's being provided to me as something that people would be interested in hearing about, like, again, this is why you don't rely on AI for everything. Sounds interesting but not newsworthy? Yeah. Live frog found in the bag. I'm pretty sure that one was already done as well. I'm pretty sure that was like months ago, actually. Australia needs another Ned Kelly. Well, see, here's the thing. The trouble is that if there was a Ned Kelly these days, he would be classed as a soft-sit cooker who, excuse me, was just a cop killer. So I'm not sure that anything would actually come of that, if I'm perfectly honest. Who got picked up without pants. Dude, like I said, I am not pleased about that. So I wouldn't go spreading that around if I were you, mate. Where are we? What about format J? If I can go format J. See, one of the dangers for anyone that, because I just realized how that all sounded coming out across like that. What? Quick explainer. Stingy is great at doing like AI images and that sort of thing, and a lot of it's unprompted. A lot of it I never really have an issue with. Some of it is fucking fantastic. Like he's the one that did the Gundam Roo, okay, and I love that thing. But as part of what he did with the whole Chinese succulent meal guy, it animated the image. But for some reason, it animated it as me being put in the police car without pants on. And, it's not flattering. And then finding out after the fact that had already been sent to other people, I was a little pissed off. But, you know. What can I say? Stingy's my ADA appointed retard, so shit happens. Used to listen to morning FM radio show that was mainly heads up ass. You're the one adding context? Yeah, kind of because I needed to for that. Head up your ass and stupid waste diet, yeah. Is there any goofy crap your parliament's trying to push this year us Americans might not know about? I wish goofy was the appropriate word. That's the problem. Because all of it at this point is just left-wing shit. That's all it is. It's either clamping down on what Australians can see online, clamping down on what Australians can say, just bringing in more people into Australia so that they can increase GDP, which I'll admit, I was completely naive. I didn't really understand the whole point about, like, why they were so intent. Because, and it's not even me being racist saying it, One of the actual people from the Australian federal government went on an interview on the ABC and specifically said, well, yes, of course we're getting benefit in terms of votes by bringing these people in. And I'm just like, yeah, way to say the quiet part out loud. Like, but when I say goofy, when you say goofy, unfortunately at the moment, it's more clamping down on people's rights. That's all it really is. And that's why I have been so reluctant and hesitant to do any more videos on things like that. Because at this point, I just feel like Grandpa Simpson ranting at the fucking sky. What else we got? Services Australia staff say less census promo. A short taxpayer-funded video featuring agency staff with hands on the hips responding to Say Less to a census push, promoting the August 11th MyGov link. Critics slandered as tone-deaf fluff amid Centrelink queues, $1 trillion debt, and high migration. Need to have Charles abdicate and William take over Australia because you can't control ourselves. We can't control ourselves. No, look, see, here's the thing. And I want to be very clear, very, very clear. I am in no way ever calling for like any sort of violence or anything. But I was reading through the left-wing cesspool that is Reddit today. And it agitated me something shocking. Because it was all, oh, what things are in place to prevent left-wing, what things are in place for the Australian parliamentary system to prevent right-wing governments from getting into power and turning us into a conservative shithole like America? And I'm just like, are you fucking kidding me right now? Australia can be the new Falklands. We're all there with you. Town of 3,000 got 700 Haitians dropped here last year. Shit. Well, that's a change in demographic for you. I'm sorry to hear that. Sadly enough, we need you to give us warning what crazy hell we need to expect in the next 6 to 18 months. Think of you as the canary in the coal mine. Well, Grifter, you got to be careful with that because what they've done is that they've split up the bullshit because it's either something's being tested in the UK, something's being tested in Australia, or something's being tested in Canada. And I've noticed that pattern over the last 4 years, that they try different things in different jurisdictions and then will cross-adopt ones that they actually sneak through. You're curious how Blue Skies thinks? I have a Blue Sky account purely for the point, and it specifically says it on there, purely for the point of protecting my brand, because I don't want anyone creating a fake account pretending to be me over there. I will go down that rabbit hole probably once a month, and I swear to God, every time I do, I come out of there needing a shower more than if I went to the fucking, I'd say the tip, but I don't think anyone in America is going to understand that. The like garbage island, if that makes sense. Now I'm racking through my brain trying to think from Simpsons references what you guys actually call the tip. Transfer station, no. We're all after it goes into the garbage truck, where the garbage truck dumps it. Landfill, that's what I was trying to think of. Landfill. I come out of scrolling through Blue Sky needing a deeper and longer shower than if I was trudging through a garbage dump and landfill. Thank you, second. That's exactly what I needed. Because it's just horrific. It really is. And they say a lot of the quiet parts out loud there. And it's just like, oh, look, flag. Like, landfill, we use transfer station here as well. Okay, well, there you go. And it's just, it's like you're sitting there trying to work out, okay, am I going to be infuriated today, or am I going to feel supported in my own country today? Most of the time, I'm disappointed. Let's put it that way. Trying to see. I don't think they. Anyway, all right. Where was I? What's this shit? Ongoing platform content moderation fight spills into war crime influences discourse and fake viral crackdowns. Discussions around creators turning conflict into content, platforms cracking down on staged and newsjackings as fake, and the blurred line between documentation and performance in online culture. Whatever the fuck that means. When Americans get infuriated, we buy guns and reload ammo. Oh, just save me a seat. I don't get it. Was it? Oh, it's on YouTube. Okay. I don't care about pranks on Fail Army. They strike like there's no tomorrow. I'm starting to think I'm just going to have to hire someone. Like, I feel like that would be the most straightforward thing to do, is just hire someone to be able to source me stories that I can turn into videos or things that are actually going to be of interest, because I don't have the time to personally sit and review everything. And when I'm doom scrolling on X, obviously the algorithm's just going to keep pushing me to things that I'm interested in. Or that I'm reacting to or commenting on or whatever else. And to be fair, that is the danger of algorithms. I don't dismiss that they exist. I don't think that the government should be in control of them. And the fact that both the UK and the Australian governments are saying that they want to even try that, as far as I'm concerned, is bullshit. They don't get the right to interfere in a private company's proprietary ownership like that. That's like, but I am seeing some interesting stuff. Like, I'm hearing some stuff coming out of the UK, because they had previously, under Starmer, been wanting to implement the same sort of social media ban that we have for kids here, and they were talking about trying to go after VPNs and force age verification for VPNs, so that there was no more anonymity and all that sort of shit. And I saw a post earlier this morning on X that apparently the new incoming prime minister is saying that he wants to try and remove the VPN and digital ID, which I call bullshit, because that would run counterintuitive to everything that they've done so far. Hilarious following an Aussie YouTube traveling the US for the World Cup and just be amazed at all the things in the country, like Bucky's, filling gas tanks, Bass Pro Shops. Grifter, I'll be perfectly honest. So I'm looking for a producer or a co-host. I've done a co-host a couple of times, and each time it's gone badly for me. So at this point, maybe a producer, but I don't know, because I mean, I don't even know that I can afford it at the moment. So I'm just spitballing, people. I'm just saying shit out loud. Let's be perfectly honest. But Grifter, that's the one thing that I do wish I'd done more of in the US, was take more video, take more photos. Because that was some of the most amazing shit. And like, Lady Overlord's supposed to be going overseas later in the year for work, and I was thinking that I'd take Scarlett with her. That I'd go with her and Scarlett would come with me, and we just do some like content shooting, all that sort of stuff there. Now it's looking like I'll be staying here with Scarlett, so that's not really going to happen. But I mean, some travel stuff could be interesting. But no, and I've been like, I saw some of those videos too, like watching just watching people be amazed at what it's like, and then like I was talking to a friend the other day that had been watching those videos as well, as an American, watching people from other countries go there, and the people that are going home to like the UK and Australia just going like, I don't want to get home. And I'm just like, yeah, I can understand that. Like, as bad as certain areas of the US might be, and look, and it's probably the same thing about Australia. Like, I know I've probably got some pretty bad goals on at the moment, because I am focused on what my country used to be like, and frankly, the future that I was promised as a kid. I'm not going to lie there. And it's probably a case of the grass is always greener. It really is. Doesn't mean I'm not allowed to be pissed off, though, does it? Do, 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 do you need me to, 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 make some more like funny faces or something so that you can have extra like shit. Now I gotta remember how to do this. Share screen. Like I said, some of the shit that he does is actually really good. um, I still haven't watched that beanie. um, and there's the arrest photo that he's done for me, which, I mean, look, it was funny, and all I can think of is that guy getting called off, which I think is hilarious because But globalization, aka global communism, has the same plan for Europe, England, and all Commonwealth. England, Canada, and Australia replace, destroy, start commie year at zero. No free country to compare to. Yep, that's what that all basically boils down to. That's very much what it feels like, anyway. And it's just like, because the irony is that okay, so I explained capitalism, communism, and socialism in very basic terms, and not necessarily 100% accurate terms, which I fully admit. But I explained it to my 7-year-old, and she's like, "Why would anyone ever want communism?" Like, hang on, I sent Lady Overlord a thing of how I explained it to her. And again, like I said, still not 100% accurate, but I explained capitalism and socialism using a school test. I actually got this idea from Bronca because he was explaining it the other day about how that if you take a school test, yeah. Anyway, you'll get the idea. If you watched his show, you'll understand. But you'll understand from what I say here. I explain capitalism, socialism, and communism using school tests. Say there's a test where everyone who gets 50% on the test gets an ice cream, and everyone who gets over 90% gets pizza. Capitalism is you work hard, study for the test, get 100%, and as a result, you get pizza, while some of your classmates get a mix of pizza, ice creams, or nothing, depending on how hard they worked. Socialism is effectively where you work hard on the test, get 100%, the teacher takes your score and reduces it by, say, 50 to 40 to 60%, and then gives 10% to each of, say, 5 people who got 40%, and then you all only get 50% and an ice cream. I have no idea if that's accurate. Grok seemed to think it was. Communism, however, is where you work hard, still get 100% on the test, but your other classmates take not just your score, but the score of everyone else in the class. Then they pick and choose who gets it based on what they consider to be the need. Usually, it will be corrupt, so the teacher's pet will usually get 150%, and most of the class will get 0 and get nothing while watching the teacher's pet eat pizza. Like I said, not strictly accurate, so don't at me, and frankly, I don't give a fuck whether I got it accurate or not. But the point is, I'm always very big on merits, and that's why I kind of feel like DEI and like diversity, equity, inclusion, all that sort of shit. I feel like that's just communism by another name, or at least socialism. I don't know. I don't know enough to care, but I'm opinionated and I'm talking out my ass. So. But the point is that, like, I was trying to explain it to little Lady Overlord, and she sort of understood, and she's like, "Why would I be okay with someone taking anything from me when I've worked hard to get it?" I was like, "Good girl." Many Soviet scientists fled because the bus driver taking them to work was typically making more than they were. Okay. Never really understood the everyone gets a trophy mindset. No, that I've never understood. Like, I would 100% prefer merit based over whatever else. And oh, and then like watching her try and understand about, people pushing for reparations and all that sort of stuff. She's like, but nobody that's alive did anything to anybody. Why would we pay for it? And I'm like, yeah, well, the kid's a lot smarter than I give her credit for at times, I'll be honest. Would I rather watch Odyssey or Doomsday? I mean, I'm probably going to watch Doomsday anyway. Everything that I've seen about the Odyssey makes me think that I want nothing to do with it. Like, for starters, it's got Ellen Page in it, and I don't really care for that. I'm also not a big um historical. Like, I wouldn't really have cared. Hey, expert, how you doing, buddy? Doomsday. At least I know it's fiction. The Odyssey is a well-known story, bastardized to the point that I would throw up as a learned individual. Ryan Hurst apparently had a God of War. I hadn't paid too much attention to the God of War thing either. I saw something about someone saying that it was mainly going to be aimed at like his kid as opposed to Kratos, and it's like, I don't know that I'd be interested in that in the slightest. But I mean, let's have a look. God of War show to recast Kratos after Ryan Hurst tears bicep while filming stunt. Ouch. Kratos suffered a big injury while filming for Amazon. Oh, and Amazon's making it too? They're going to Rings of Power that shit or what? Ryan Hurst tore his bicep, putting production on hold. Now studio's being forced to recast the character. Didn't they already like film 4 episodes or some shit like that? He was filming a stunt for the series when the injury occurred on set in Vancouver. The tears reportedly so severe that it required surgery to fix, putting the actor out of commission well past the optimistic mid-August timeline. TMZ sources claim that filming could get pushed back as far as 2027, depending on how long it took him to recover. Subsequent reports from Deadline confirm Kratos will now be recast. Decision follows careful consideration. He reportedly stacked on 40 pounds to bring Kratos and his Spartan background to life. Already undergone surgery, is currently recovering from procedure. Shooting's expected to resume mid-October, with prep to start mid-August. Isn't the first time God of War shows suffered major setbacks. Showrunner exited. Oh god, bringing on the guy for Battlestar Galactica. Oh, Star Trek Deep Space Nine. Okay. The adaptation, which will stream on Prime, has no set release date. First look at Ryan Hurst as Kratos and Callum Vincent as Atreus was shared back in February, along with news that Ed Skrein would take on the role of Balder. Star-studded cast features a slew of big names. Andy Patinkin? Andy Patinkin. Curious. Oh, okay. Interesting. Power World card game. Oh, look, we can talk about Power World and Nintendo in a second. That's actually not a bad segue. Okay, well, I mean, look, that's... Oh, that's what you're talking about. There. All right, I'll bring that up for a second. Yeah, well, I mean, shit, it'll be interesting to see, because, I mean, I was annoyed with, like, the 20... Was it 2016, or am I thinking 2016? Anyway, the most recent God of War and then Ragnarok, I know that some of the people that had worked on those games were really proud of the fact that they'd never played a God of War game before. Oh, no, I'm thinking about the new one that's coming out. The one that's supposed to be like a female-led protagonist throughout the game. And they're just like, oh, yeah, well, we've done this, that, and that, but we've never played any of the other games. So we're really proud of what we've been able to do here. And it's just like... I kind of feel like there should be a rule that if you have no knowledge of the previous source material, you should not be in a position of power, decision, or script writing for an IP. It's like saying, oh, okay, I'm going to go and well, actually, they probably did this. I'm going to go and make a Terminator movie, but I'm not going to watch any of the first 2 or 3 movies that actually set up the lore for it. Like, well, actually, that reminds me, at some point, this is how my mind jumps around. I was like, okay, talking about Terminator. Hey, I need to, I just remembered, I'm talking about movies where the source material is better than the subsequent stuff. Oh, I need to finish playing RoboCop Rogue City. Wait, no, I haven't started playing RoboCop Rogue City, but I still want to do that. I've had it installed for months and I haven't picked it up. I swear to God, if I don't have ADHD or some shit, I don't know what's going on with my brain. DEI communism, or DEI is communism, or my hubby likes to say communism that's been dropped on its head, a little brain damaged at this point. That's funny. Yeah, so, talking briefly about Power World. No idea if any of you guys care about it, but I'm going to talk about it because it interests me. They released the 1.0 version of the game on the 10th of July. I haven't personally been able to sit down. I have updated it. I haven't been able to sit down and play it yet. I was going to do a from scratch run through just because I want to play it as it's intended and whatever's new and all that sort of stuff, rather than using power creep from my previous builds. Nintendo has just lost another patent case. Ironically, they tried to have some game mechanics patented for something about the way that, I don't know. Point is, the funny part of it is that the Japanese Patent Office rejected it on the basis that it was a fan-made Pokemon game from like 2011 or 2013 from memory, that had the same game mechanics. So therefore, the patent itself cannot be new. So they rejected it on the basis of the fact that someone out there made a fan-made Pokemon game, and therefore Pokemon cannot patent it because someone else has also made it, which I think is hilarious. No Discord or YouTube notification. I'm not surprised by the YouTube notification. I turned off the Discord notification just because I wasn't sure how much I was going to fuck this up. But also because I put out the puppy reveal stream, and I forgot about the robot putting it into to say that the stream was up. Because like, oh yeah, here's a brand new stream that's up in 7 days. I was like, fuck. But yeah, look, I'm not surprised that there's no notifications going out. I just, screw it. Is Power World going to diminish the price of the Charizard? Probably not. I mean, I don't really have a Charizard. If I did, I'd probably have that in a safekeeping box anyway. But I do plan on grabbing some of the 1.0 what do you call it? Like the first box, because the first generation of any card game, even if you think it's going to be crap, even if it's going to crash, for the most part, even if it does crash, that means that the first edition of the first set is always going to be like the one that is the most valuable. Like, I didn't even really get into the Gundam card game, but I went out and made sure that I grabbed 2 boxes of the booster boxes of the first set of each of the sets, basically. Because even though they're able to be, like, there's still certain places where you can buy those boxes for, like maybe $100 each, whatever else, they're still already collectible. And like I said, if they bomb and there's a limited print, all of a sudden it becomes a lot more valuable anyway, so... Shared the link for the new puppy stream on MG After Hours. He's streaming a truck run tonight. Is he? Oh, I didn't realize he was up. Otherwise, I probably would have just asked if I could join him. Actually, I don't have the truck stuff set up anyway. I swear to God, I find every single excuse not to do something. I really do. And I don't know if that's just because, like, where my headspace is or whatever else, but if there's a reason to not do something, I use it as an excuse, and I fully admit that. And I got to stop doing that. And like even back as a kid, like my baseball coach knew exactly what was going on with me at that age. And like when we finished up for the year, because I got into I'm not I swear to God I'm not bragging here. I got into like the state team. Who'd have thunk that I'd actually be able to run to second base, huh? But my coach gave me a note, and I've still got it somewhere. I think I put it in a little frame, and it basically says, "Do not let the things that you cannot do stop you from doing the things that you can do." Yeah, that went real well. Because I let the things that I can't do stop me from doing things that I can do all the time. Was I a little slugger? No, I no, I played shortstop for the most part. I I I wasn't good enough to be pitcher. I was the relief pitcher, but the coach for the actual team that I played on didn't. His nephew was the main pitcher, so for obvious reasons, like I was never, whatever else. There was like 2 games where I got to start as pitcher, and it was because they were fighting. to put it very plainly. Um, no, look, anyway, let's move on because otherwise there's going to be a lot of dead air because I'm going to wind up in my own head there. What was I saying? Power World, yes. So the 1.0 came out. I'm planning on doing a run through that. I don't know if I'll record that or if I'll just do it myself on my own time. I don't know. I might put that on the Isekai channel. Can you believe there's a version car for the ball and a 7-Eleven ball? The version car I can believe. The 7-Eleven ball's new to me. Also, Drone, just for you, because you requested a model stream, I did put together a real grade of the Strike Freedom, which basically I'm just going to put to some like lo-fi music, and I'm just going to upload to the Isekai channel. So I'll shoot you a link to that when it's actually done. But yeah, I mean, because I was looking at all of the backlog that I've got. So you may have noticed that the group have sort of expanded. They're all okay, I'm not doing it properly. They're all the same machine, just with different armaments or sizes or attachments or whatever else. Just because that's my favorite one, and I've got a boatload of backlog that I've got to get through, but I haven't been able to bring myself to open a box. So I just sat down on Friday and I was like, right, I'm just gonna crack one of these open. I'm gonna get it done in a couple of hours. I'm just going to sit, have some quiet time, enjoy myself. Didn't really happen, but I still got it finished. So that's the main thing. When are you moving to the States next week? No, I've still got plenty of shit that I've got to clear up here. If it happens, I'll let you know. When it happens, hopefully. That, and I've got to pack all those up and transport them carefully and all that sort of stuff. Get a down-facing camera, put one together for a C boom content issue solved. I would agree with you on that. Like, so much so that I already have the camera and everything set up, and I actually do record. It's just not very engaging content, which I found when I was uploading them on the backup onto my gaming channel. So stupid that I even say it like that. My gaming channel. Found a site that ships directly from Japan market. It's going to save me a ton on kit bashing. Yeah, fair enough. I'm trying to think what there was a website that I was looking at that will actually ship directly from like the from Gundam base. So Wow, I've got to go through the videos on my old channel, on the... Because that's... Like, aside from the old LFL games that are there with Jeff, one of the first videos that pops up is the first 3 hours of Starfield. And the thumbnail looks like a... Like... It's just like it's clearly rocks, but if you're not paying attention, it just looks like a... Stream my 3D printer going around in circles for my friends. Don't ask me why they love it, but it works. Fair enough. I mean, look, theoretically, there's an audience for everything. I mean, look, there's 25 of you sitting here and listening to me bitch and moan about my life, so surely there's a, you know... Jap fan is a site I found I can buy, was known as junk sets, either missing broken parts, but like for 10th price. Oh, well, there you go. No, it's not phallic. Other way. Here. See? This one here? Oh, wait, you can't actually... This one here. Kind of looks a little, you know. Barb made an early holiday gingerbread cookie for me. She pointed at me. She took out of the oven. She pointed at me and said, soon. Okay. You know what I really need to do? I just need to get back to doing stuff that's fun. I really do. That was the whole point of all this. No, Diane. Apologies for that. The puppy stream is next Sunday. I set that up in order to force myself to stream, and it posted out with the robot both on X, on Discord, that, hey, he's going live to show off his puppy. That's next week. So, started dabbling in Spaceship Yamato sets. Those are bitch to find under $150. That I can understand. Want to play Clam? I mean Starfield. Want to play Clamfield? Yeah, no, this was more about basically forcing myself to get back in front of the camera. So, hey, Jude, good to see you. Everything you need to know about Power Counter. Oh, that's right. What color is the dog, and does Little Roo get to name it? I don't want to give away any spoilers. There's only one person that I've told anything. Did you see the new Gundam game announced? Which one's that? Oh, the Rogue Orbit? Yeah, I'm actually looking forward to that. There's a lot of people that are sort of like, oh, it's Aliens. When has Aliens ever been in Gundam? And, they're, going off on rants about how it's not really a Gundam game and this, that, and the other. And I'm just like, okay, there's been a couple of series now where there's been at least, there's been some sort of inference that there's been aliens. But B, it's an anime with giant mecha robots. I'm sorry, do you have to be a purist? Like, I think it looks awesome, honestly. Did I see the new Evangelion teaser? I haven't actually watched it yet. We all know that Hayden kidnapped Bluey to rescue the poor dog from performing for Disney any longer. But no, when Rogue Orbit comes out, I will absolutely be taking a crack at that. Soulframe's getting weird. Just controlled a flying rat to fly down a giant bear's gullet into a new world in order to recover a magic acorn. See, this is why I'm not a fan of the Souls type games. I'll be honest. Like Demon Souls, Dark Souls, is the child soldiers. Almost every version of Gundam has child soldiers in some way, shape, or form. It's like a key theme. So, wouldn't surprise me. Have I tried MechWarrior? Honestly, no, I haven't. And the other one that I haven't dabbled too much in is Armored Core, which I probably should. StarCraft with Gundams is kind of... You know what? Screw it. Let's... I mean, what's the worst they can do? Strike me for it? Now, I think I've got to do this through OBS so that it doesn't actually echo, don't I? Ah, that has not worked. 1 second. There we go. That should be it. You kids love MechWarrior? Okay. Well, I'll have to have a look then.
On Earth, mankind measured time by seasons, not...
Just to check, do we have audio? Been playing MechWarrior for 30 years, best franchise out there. Okay, well, look, if it's got those kinds of glowing reviews, then I probably need to, then. Okay.
Not sirens. For a moment, the future felt promising.
They're inside! They're inside!
Out here, that promise is a lie.
See, just stopping there, it already looks like a gorgeous game. Like, it's like... I mean, obviously, this isn't necessarily a gameplay trailer, but the fact that they're putting this much effort into, oh, I don't know, making a female character actually look attractive, like, as you're staring blankly at the camera going, I managed it for about 30 seconds at the start of the video, so at least I gave the people what they wanted when they were when they clicked on the video. So. See, I don't know if they did this deliberately or not, but tell me she doesn't look like the AI chick that the UK was going gangbusters over previously. The whatever her name is. See, so you've got your sort of your base GM style mech, which, you know, for people that... It's Amelia. Thank you. Oh, that was going to annoy the hell out of me. There's sort of your mass-produced mobile suits, which, even looking at this, you could be forgiven for going, okay, this isn't sort of Gundam, which I can kind of understand. Because it looks like your generic humanoid robot.
Every breath taken is inside an armored shell.
And then you see something like that, and you go, okay, nothing like that has ever really been in any Gundam franchise, like any series, across, what, 30-odd years. So, look, I can kind of understand why certain people are getting pissy and saying, this isn't Gundam. It's more just like, to me, you just need to be able to broaden your horizons a little bit. Because so far, this looks fucking awesome to me. And here we go. And people were bitching about this too. So, oh damn, I don't have any that. Okay, you know what? This will do. Pacific Rim vibes, kind of, yeah. Because if you have a look, I mean, it's pretty prominent that every Gundam has the. I can't do it while I'm not looking at it. Every Gundam's got the V shape, okay, on the head, and some people were getting very pissy about how not prominent the it is in this one.
Last hope.
But to me, and sorry, I know I'm stopping and whatever. I don't want to get copyright claim, but I'm also, I'm happy to talk about this as well. It's also giving me Gundam Unicorn vibes. Unicorn was very special in that it had a main mode where it didn't have a it had the unicorn horn. Why the hell am I doing this? And when it went into its alt mode, the horn would split apart and turn into the V. That's kind of the feeling that I initially got with this, with the coloring, with the size of the horns, with the Iron-Blooded Orphans has massive AI control mobile armor as an opponent, which would make sense because there are enormous mobile armors. She's pretty thought that was Outlaw'd used to love Vogue magazine when beauty was something. Yep, EFAP is allowed. Thank you. I can't. I'm not going to be able to pull the box down for the because I've got the Iron-Blooded Orphans Barbatos there in the box. Almost every series has mobile armors, which are your giant versions of, well, robots. Be it an actual one that is like effectively just a scale-up sized Gundam, like the Psycho Gundam, or something like not the Sazabi, the oh god, now all the names have just flown out of my head. Point is, there are massive, massive robots that are basically the same size as this, that mobile armors are, well, they're supposed to be like your big, massive weapons of mass destruction sort of thing. Like a walking fortress, if that makes sense. So the fact that this one's sort of animalistic, and I think the main thing that people have taken issue with is that it looks alien because of, the smooth textures to it, the rounded edges, the whatever else. Because, Gundams have always got the very sharp geometric edges and all that sort of stuff. Aside from like the Big Zam and scratch that. There's plenty of examples where they have curves. I don't understand the hatred that people are having for this, for them having just introduced biomechanical aliens. Like it doesn't make any sense to me. It was a natural progression because you can't just have the same story over and over again where it's kids fighting in a war between individuals over eugenics or over genetics or whatever else, because that's the main base plate for any real are they going to bitch more than the G-Quox Gundam? Probably, yes. But I mean, I think this looks sick.
The darkness coming for us. It remembers one man.
Like, oh, I'm sorry, but that just looks awesome to me. Exactly, first world problems.
The pilot.
Is there any female Gundams that'll demand inclusivity? So, almost every season has at least one female pilot. There is an entire series, The Witch from Mercury, which is not only is the main protagonist a female, she's gay. So, like, you can't redirect to me, probably because the backup channel doesn't have any of the stuff set up, but appreciate the thought. Because every group has to complain these days. I know nothing about Gundam, but this looks great. Exactly, that's the point. Like, how can you not just enjoy giant robot fighting even bigger alien robot? Like, it's just... people are just complaining for the sake of it. Alright, hang on. Let me see if I can set it up in the back end. What is it? Customization, I think it is these days. Settings. It'll be under settings and community. That's what it'll be. Is it? Advanced settings, maybe? Permissions? No. God, I'm gonna have to do this. How to turn on redirect. Content, live tab, edit, stream under customization. Okay. Content, live tab. Edit, customization. Community settings. No, I think the channel's still too small. I don't think I can turn it on. Just under customization. I can't remember where the hell it is in the main channel where I can do it either. Channel, feature availability. Advertisements, clipping, blah, blah, blah. Oh, there it is. Allow channels to redirect to my content. There we go. All right. Oh, okay. It's an ad for sunflower seed oil. Yeah, see, they've actually taken inspiration from the looks like of one of the mobile armors from Iron Blooded Orphans. So it's this dragon-looking thing that I think that's really what's upset people. But I just think it looks awesome, honestly. Thunderbolt was your favorite anime of them all, but it's impossible to find these days. Yeah, you generally have to know where to look, especially given that now there's a bunch of the companies that are no longer doing physical media of them as well. Which, don't ask me how I know this, but the company that does the original Super Sentai, like the thing that Power Rangers is based off of, they're going out of they've stopped production of their DVDs as well. So if at any point it has even been something that is even remotely of interest to you, might not be a bad idea to jump onto eBay and pick them up. I'm not personally going to. It's more just a piece of information that it came across my knowledge. So. Looks like for an ad for Monsanto Bayer, since most sunflowers in the US are set to round up. Okay. Oh, yeah, that's the other thing. Internet Archive has a whole heap of those things as well. Let me just turn that audio down a little bit too. So. See, and then you've got, there's your distinctive Haru. So you've always got the little robot.
Find me. I'm here.
Honestly, I cannot fucking wait for that game. Not that I'm going to have the time to play it, but I just, like... I know it sounds ridiculous, but it's one of the few things that I'm able to get excited about these days. A couple of people from MG Stream got here, but I think he saw message you were setting it up. Oh, no, look, I appreciate it. If he... This was more of a me screwing around stream anyway, so... But I appreciate the thought. So, actually, what time is it in the US? It's got to be getting up there, doesn't it? Because it's 2 a.m. in New York, so okay. But no, I thought, look, time warp isn't working too fast. No worries. Well, I appreciate you taking the effort all the way from Canada. So, what else we got there? That's all right. Oh, actually, you know what? While I've got people here, I've got to do another USA Foods run. So I might as well ask for people's opinion on some things. Oop, wrong button. Canada actually exists. I thought South Park made that up. No, not so much. Nor is Australia inside a dome in Ohio either. Because I got a whole bunch of things. Like wow, I you know, I'm just gonna scroll down there because that was really distracting. I need to actually put some meals together because I want to try things as opposed to just buying random shit and getting that. Like the mystery box was amazing, like the various bits and pieces I got in there. And someone's been kind enough to send me a couple other ideas and whatever else, but I'm just trying to think. Got the cookbook for Little Roo today. Need to talk to you before I ship. Okay, no worries. Yeah, for some reason they say that it's kosher and it's just a whole bunch of random shit. Like, like what are actual meals that are considered quintessentially American that require multiple ingredients rather than just things that I can put on? Like, I bought a spice thing a couple of weeks ago and I realized that all it is a salt replacement. So you put it on like French fries and things like that. And it's like, oh, okay. The big thing for us is the Idahoan garlic mashed potato because, oh my god, that stuff is delicious. Why did they put kosher behind Mexican? Don't. Can we not, please? So it is mildly annoying though because I actually have to like look at this. They've got 325 items that are out of stock. You did mention before the Ever stream coming up. Yeah, so next Sunday I'm doing the new puppy reveal. So that'll be earlier in the day. So today, but earlier in the day. So for you in the US, it'll be Saturday. Because I figured if I do it Saturday my time, it's going to be Friday, and everyone's either going to be watching FNT or like I don't even know. Do Ian and Rob still do their show on a Friday? A lot of the time, I just don't want to run into Nicholas because it's like I said, I will make up every excuse in the book not to stream, even though the fact that I really want to, I find every you know. Where are we? Oh, I want to ask the banana cream pudding. Is that okay or not? Because I kind of really want a banana pie, but like, please be advised, packaging may differ due to Jello's new product packaging. So how about you just update the photo? Pudding mix tastes great alone or in desserts. I kind of just want to put it in a pie crate, like a pie crust, and then put cream on it. Sounds awful, but you should try it anyway. um. All right, but anyway, so need vanilla wafers and whipped cream. Vanilla wafers. Vanilla wafers. Okay, let's see if we have any vanilla wafers. Oh, that's the lemon with banana go. All right, so I'll add 2 things of banana to the cart. Search wafer. Again, in stock. Okay, all I've got is Nutter Butters. Will I be able to use that as a... Oh, it's peanut butter. Oh, peanut butter and banana. I mean, that could work. No? Okay. Nilla wafers. Nilla wafers. Specifically have to be Nilla wafers. Oh, okay. So there's something that looks like that. All right. So ordinarily the store does have them, but they're currently out of stock. Yeah, these ones, they're out of stock. Otherwise I'd buy them. I may have to get some off eBay or Amazon. Does Amazon have them? Amazon does not have any in stock. That's a shame. Box below is the family size, also out of stock. Anything where you see like the red... Hang on. Anything where you see these red things, they're all out of stock. So literally the only thing they have is the Nutter Butter. I'm just going to have to keep trying, I suppose. What are they? Yes, Bob. The generic is also out of stock. Who the fuck bought kiwi lime? I have no idea. Key lime, sorry. Key lime. Oh, we have in-store exclusives. How the fuck do you have in-store exclusives that are out of stock? God damn it. All right, so at least I know that the banana pudding's okay. I can use the banana pudding. That's fine. Is this a store in Australia that stocks American goodies? This is correct. Yes. Go to Texas, try the Texas barbecue brisket, jalapeno cheese sausage. Brisket falls apart trying to... Shane, I actually did when I was in Texas for, God, what was it, 2023, Matsuri. I went out there, went to Buc-ee's with, I think I went to Buc-ee's with Mighty. But then we went to a barbecue place. It was amazing. Now you want Nutter Butters? Oh, there you go. Cornbread? I have some cornbread. So, hang on. One sec. I just realised what I should do. Make sure I turn my chair so you don't see my ass. All right. Because what we did was that I did the mystery box and I ordered some stuff a little while ago, and now I've got a bunch of stuff that I've got bits and pieces. So we've got the angel food confetti cake that I need to make up. We have sugar cookie mix that I need to give the lady Overlaw'd so that she and little lady Overlaw'd can make that up. But we do in fact have Zatrain's honey butter cornbread mix. So I do have cornbread. Need to make chili with the cornbread. Okay, what do I require for the chili? Someone said that chili only requires 2 ingredients. Chili paste, da-da-da. Second chili? What is second chili? Is second-hand chili? That would be concerning. Buc-ee's is amazing. I went to Hard Eat. Oh, there you go. World's hottest corn chip. I've got that still floating around somewhere. Oh, excuse me. No. Chili definitely requires more than 2 ingredients. Ingredients may vary based on your heat tolerance level. Okay, say I just want... Okay. You know what? I'm going to say something very controversial here. I have been addicted to Japanese curry recently. Because Japanese curry, as far as I'm concerned, is the true and superior curry. And always will be. It is just enough spice while being mild and amazingly delicious. So much so that Lady Overlaw'd, who does not eat rice, has never eaten rice because of, like, you know, whatever else. Oh, don't ask for chili roasters because you'll likely start a second civil war. Okay, got it. She is now eating rice. So, yes, as far as I'm concerned, Japanese curry is and forever will be the superior curry. But I lost my train of thought. Oh, that's sort of the level of spice that I want. I want just enough that I can feel it, but I don't want it to be uncomfortable. I want it to be part of the flavor, not the overwhelming thing to it. So. Oh, no shit. How you doing, dude? Good to see you. Sorry, didn't mean to miss that. As a DFW resident, oh, Dallas Fort Worth, Texas resident, don't go to Dickie's or Spring Creek for brisket. Okay, I shan't. So cayenne level. Do you have Wendy's? They just opened one in Melbourne, actually. Because we had our own, like, Wendy's chain, but it was completely separate and completely different. It didn't do burgers or anything. It was an ice cream franchise. And occasionally they did hot dogs as well, although half the time the hot dog machine would be out. Which is ironic, because when you go to Macca's, usually it's the ice cream machine that's broken. Good Texas red chili would work for you. You can adjust the spice level with the amount of cayenne pepper you want to add to it. Okay, fair enough. Alright, you know what? I'm just going to go through... You guys tell me if there's anything specifically that is an ingredient in something that I should be grabbing. I mean, obviously not in the snacks section, because snacks are always going to be snacks, and I think I've got enough snacks. Can never say snacks enough. Actually, I don't think Lady Overlaw'd's eaten her post of snowballs yet either. Chex Mix, Cheez-Its. Golden double stuffed Oreos. See, we've got that sort of thing here, though, so I don't need to worry about that. Nutter Butter Wafers, Doritos Cool Ranch. See, Cool Ranch Doritos are not a thing here. Do they have double stuffed Pop-Tarts? Let's find out. Pop-Tarts. Unfrosted brown sugar cinnamon, frosted wild delicious wild berry, blueberry, frosted cookies and cream 12 pack. Hang on, I need to make sure that I stick with the in-stock ones because otherwise it's going to be all over the place. Unfrosted blueberry, frosted cookies and cream, frosted chocolate, frosted brown sugar cinnamon. I already got some wild berries, so I'm not going to worry about that. Everything in the snack section can be battered and deep fried. Jesus. Many people like putting pinto beans in their chili. If you want to piss off a Texan, ask them where the beans are in the chili. Nice. Cookies and cream and frosted chocolate. Fair enough. Oh, honestly, I want to try and smuggle in some beaver nuggets. They were good at Buc-ee's. God gave Americans ranch because he saw what he created and loved us more. That's funny. Oh, I gotta see whether or not they got any of the what was it called, Barb? Spreckers? Tropical Sprite? What the fuck? Alright, we're adding one of those to the cart. Mexican Coke, I got some. Arizona Sweet Tea, I'm pretty sure I got some last time I was there. I gotta do like a drink stream. Not like a drinking stream, just need to do a drink comparison stream. Snapple lemon tea. Okay, all I'm gonna say is the Snapple fruit punch, okay? I have an issue with it because it seems like so much that like so many drinks from America for some reason have like a cherry aftertaste. Now, I'm not sure if that's just like because that's what we've come to associate like corn syrup tasting like, or if it's just whatever else. But like, because I got some great, just as fun as Temu shopping. Well, feel free to make suggestions. What was I going to say? I got grape flavored Hawaiian punch, and for some reason, it has the same aftertaste as the regular Hawaiian punch. So, haven't seen one here in the States for like a decade. Oh, well, there you go. I don't mind the fruit punch. It's just, it's got that aftertaste to it, so. Prefer the Snapple iced tea. Alright, I'll grab one and try it. Orange is the best Hawaiian punch. I agree with you, but still, it has that same aftertaste, which it makes no sense to me whatsoever. Country Time lemonade. I kind of feel like I need to try the Country Time lemonade. It's easy for us to have high fructose corn syrup and everything since most of our baking uses Caro corn syrup as a sweetener. Ironically, they have both the light and dark Caro on this website for sale. AW root beer and ice cream for a float. Ugh. Maxwell House coffee blend, lemonade. Americana orange cream soda. I did like that. I'm going to grab another one of those. Yeah, it was that when you came back into Australia, you had a $1,000 limit where you didn't have to worry about paying duty. I believe they may have halved that from memory. I'm not missing anything. Okay. I do have a Mexican Fanta in the fridge. I'm going to compare that with. Oh yeah, no, Fago's a thing here. There's a couple of stores where you can get Fago. Gotta be careful saying that. Now $7.50 from what I call reading coming home again. Oh, there you go. Honestly, I thought that they were making it significantly less than that. Yeah, I'm well aware of that some of the things in this store are very overpriced. A certain amount of it I was able to put down to like import tax and that sort of thing, but having compared the prices with certain people and like having a look, some of it does seem like it's a little bit inflated. So Grape Frosties. The green apple was okay, but it's like to me it wasn't anything to write home about. Bloody Mary cocktail mix? No thanks. Diet Snapple. What the hell is the point of Diet Snapple? Oh, you can do a sweet mystery box too? Yes, this is in Rubox. So yeah, so you do have to do the conversion from, oh well, they've paid Australian to American to import it, plus paid tax on top of it, and then so I can kind of understand why they've increased the prices the way that they have. I'm gonna get the mystery box. Like the last one, I'm not sure was worth it, but I'm gonna get the mystery box. They added Java Monster. I don't think so. It's soda, cotton candy flavored soda. No, thank you. Tried Dr. Pepper when I was in the US. Tastes too sweet. Tastes too sweet and reminds me of kids' medicine. Well, yeah, well, see, that's the thing. Like Dr. Pepper for us, again, still has that sort of cherry flavor, which isn't as prominent here in Australia. So that's why it's so weird that everything's got that kind of aftertaste. Banana flavored Snapple? How does that work? Use a rule of thumb to double the US price to convert to Robux. Not perfect, but reasonably close. At this point, yeah, it's close enough. I wouldn't be stressing about it. What does your water taste like in Australia? I don't know. Water? Actually, I will admit there was a difference in the water when I was there. You wouldn't think it, but I will say that specifically in Vegas, the water tasted more metallic. Okay, so this is one of the biggest things I will say. In terms of where you're structuring Coke, Mexican Coke is to me, Mexican Coke actually tastes like a knockoff brand of Coke from Australia. So to me, it's like saying, okay, well, it's kind of like comparing Coke with Pepsi, but American Coke is that one step below. So for us, American Coke to me tastes like home brand cola from Safeway or from Coles. Oh, absolutely. And I've got, I managed to get that on record from 4 Americans. So I have no qualms about that whatsoever. So. Any locations the US put fluoride in the water when you get it from the tap? Fair enough. It just occurred to me that I was that I'm sharing the page through StreamYard, so the chats that are on the side are getting cut off. Apologies. All right, what else we got? We gotta be getting close. Doc Brown's creaming soda, lemonade, pineapple peach limeade. Interesting. Peachy keen. It still doesn't look like they've got any Spreckers on. I've got to like log in and have a look every now and then because they rotate through the stock for obvious reasons, but like drinks, groceries in stock. All right, so we've got some of that. We've got those. I didn't grab any Miracle Whip, and I don't think I will because that's still expensive. In all seriousness, if you see something that I should be grabbing, just throw a thing in chat. Oh, your rolls. I think I've got the Baja sauce. Seasoned flour. What's the point of seasoned flour? Kosher dills, scalloped potatoes, minced clams. Yum. Who doesn't love a minced clam, eh, ladies? Ugh. Chili kit. Okay, hang on. Get the chili kit? Okay. Features individual packets of spices, cayenne, mustard flour, and salt to let you season 2 pounds of meat just the way you like. Delicious on top of burgers, tacos, and salads. Just creativity. Okay. There's a Texas barbecue place in the Werribee area my cousin told me about recently. I'm going to try that one night. There's actually a couple that are in the area around here. The main one... Hang on. The one that I've tried... Yeah, so there's the Tex Oz Smokehouse that I've tried, which is quite nice. It is expensive, but it is actually reasonably close to the barbecue that I had in Texas. The other place is Rackham Bones and Barbecue Ribs, but they're not as similar. But yeah, Tex Oz is the closest one that I found so far. Got a thing of manwich in the cupboard. Do Aussies have a local brand of cigarette brand? They're genuinely trying to get rid of all cigarettes here in Australia at the moment. Like to the point where they have legislated the prices to the point where you need a mortgage just to buy a pack of 30. Generally you're looking at Winfield or Alpine. But yeah, I mean, I had a cigar for the first time in about 8 months the other night, which was good. I've got to get back into that. Actually, what I've got to do is re-season the cigar box and start stocking up again. Got to have peanut butter? Have the peanut butter. Buffalo chicken dip. Could do. I've got the beans. They're all ready to go. The pineapple topping interests me because I like pineapple things, and I assume you put that on ice cream. And I was looking at that the last time, I'm like, should I? Should I not? Ghost pepper wing sauce. I think I can probably do without that. So you guys don't actually just eat the condensed soup, which I think's funny. Like for us, we just add milk, boil it up, and actually eat it as soup. Foreigners trying to take ranch dressing home was hilarious. So bad that TSA had to put a travel advisor on how to properly take ranch home on planes. I saw that. Like it's not like it. Like I don't understand how there's countries that don't have ranch. Like who the fuck eats cream of mushroom soup? No, cream of mushroom. That one gets mixed into other things. I meant like the cream of chicken, which I have a can of. Campbell's CEO said we make food for homeless people. Had condensed tomato soup and crumpets for dinner the other night. It was so nice. Oh, I know. Tell me about it. The Campbell stuff here is just like, it's just homely, you know? It's wholesome. Progresso breadcrumbs, sweet potatoes. Oh, that's the can of soup that I got. That's the creamy chicken that I got. Ghost pepper sauce, strawberry sweet squeeze. Well, the cream of mushroom my mum used to put in tuna casserole, so it's probably the reason that I'm not a big fan of tuna casserole, if I'm honest. Actually, I think that was the one that I think that was the day that I really crossed a line with my mum. I stayed home from school at one point when I was in primary school, so grade school, and it was because I was working on a project that was due that day, and I wanted to get it finished so that I could at least hand it in, even if it was late or whatever. And Mum was so pissed at me, and I had no idea why. To this day, I don't know why. But for lunch, she served me up a bowl of cream of mushroom soup. And she knew that I cannot stand cream of mushroom. Just that I can't do mushrooms. I just can't. I can't do fungus. I'm not putting fungus in my mouth. I'm just not. And I actually said to her, look, Mum, I'm really sorry, but this looks like a bowl of dog spew and it tastes worse. And like, I didn't make any friends that day. Plan out a whole meal that you can make on stream. I'm not opposed to that. I'm really not. Honey glazed coat and bake. That's kind of like the bake in a bag things that we have here, but they're sort of phasing those out, which is really annoying because the garlic one was amazing. I used to love that. Pan, pre-cooked yellow cornmeal, white cornmeal. What's the difference between white and yellow cornmeal, and what do you use cornmeal for? Chicken noodle soup was a meal I had as a kid when I was sick. Yep. Shane, I am all on board with that. Don't buy Campbell's here in Canada anymore. Tend to buy homemade styles at farmers markets or just bone broth now. Oh, well, there you go. Okay. Ate Cocoa Puffs when you were sick. Food Club tartare sauce. I should probably actually compare the tartare sauces, shouldn't I? Is for cornbread and for breading. Okay. Well, I mean, I already have the cornbread mix, so I'm assuming I don't need any more. Just add butter, milk, and eggs. No, because the irony is that I was just like, because for those of you that were watching when I went, oh no, because that was a private one. That's right. I just FaceTimed with some friends the last time I went to USA Foods, like physically went there, and I bought one of the packs of like the biscuits, the refrigerated Pillsbury biscuits, and I was like, you know what, I can make biscuits and gravy. I want to make biscuits and gravy. Oh shit, I didn't buy any gravy mix while I was there. And I was like, fuck. So instead I wound up ordering out and I ordered like some eggs Benedict and whatever, and I just got a scone to put with it. Not quite the same, but it was the closest I could make to it. I was like, oh, there goes my biscuits and gravy. Yes, biscuits and gravy is awesome. Although what I understand is in order to make biscuits and gravy, I need to get pork sausage, or pork sausage mince, I should say. But Australian pork sausage mince is considerably leaner than American, so I have to actually work out what I'm going to add. And apparently there's a few different recipes for it, but it's like, I haven't paid that much attention because I was too hungry. I'll be honest. It's the groceries tab. I think we went through baking, but I'll just skip through just in case. No worries, Heather. Thanks for dropping by. I shall certainly pass on the hello to Lady and Little Lady Overlord for you. There's MK Ultra in your sausage? What the fuck? White gravy super easy to make from scratch. The recipes looked like it, but then when I saw that you've got to add mince, I'm like, okay, I don't have any pork mince in the house. Got some friends hooked on Arnott shapes when I went over. Took both savory and barbecue shapes. Really big hit. Can get them over there. Oh, there you go. I'm not going to worry about the pie crust because there's a pie crust I've already got. Cinnamon apple muffins. Oh, hang on. Did I click in stock? Yes, I did. I got the pudding. Is quick, is easy to buy. Is a buy easy drop biscuit. Okay. Wouldn't worry about the extra fat in the pork sausage. Just add black pepper to make up for it. Okay. All right. What are we making? Any number of things at this point. I've got a bunch of ingredients, but I don't know what any of them go with. So I think at some point, what what I need to do is actually, I think like Barb said, is plan out a actual meal, like an entree, a main, a dessert that I can cook up on stream. You guys can laugh at me fucking it up, and then we can all sit down at the dinner table and we can all try it. Although the lady Overlord won't, because let's face it, she's a very picky eater. So Pepper won't make up for the lack of fat. All right. What do you think about all the World Cup European tourists who got fat on American food? Now they don't want to go home. That I completely understand them 100%. Like, don't get me wrong, there was some American food that I had over there that was completely horrific. I would not trade your McDonald's for my McDonald's any day of the week. And that's saying something, given that I'm actually going off the McDonald's here anyway. Which, by the way, the bastards dropped the McGriddles without telling anybody. I went to order one this morning, and they just weren't there, and that pissed me the fuck off. But Subway did the same thing and got rid of the chicken bacon ranch melt, and just didn't tell anybody that they were dropping it. So I've lost 2 of my preferred items from various stores, and it's like, what the hell is going on? What was the most disgusting thing I had while there? Coke, surprisingly. When I had Whataburger that first night. No, it was McDonald's. I ordered McDonald's the first night when I was in Texas. And I could not drink the Coke. I just couldn't do it. Local butchers can add fat to sausage. Just ask, will a halal butcher do that, or does that not make a difference? I don't know what the hell, how that works. Like, does that make a difference? I'm assuming not. And McDonald's is the most disgusting half-ass excuse for food. There you go. McGriddles are one of the few good things at McDonald's and a staple menu item. Yeah, and they just gone. So, make a poll for dinner choices. I need to know what the dinner choices are, though. That's the thing. I don't know what would be considered a quintessential American meal. Like, at this point, I'm just like, okay, I can do the breakfast one, because, like, hash brown, biscuits and gravy, American style flapjacks or pancakes, that's fine. Breakfast is sorted. It's the it's working out what to have for lunch and for dinner that would really annoy the hell out of me, because I don't know. Like, I'm not cooking up a butterball turkey. Oh, that's what I was gonna look at. Hang on, I've skipped over it. I need to see if they've got honey made. All right, so I've got honey graham crackers and I've got regular graham. I've got honey graham crackers and I've got cinnamon graham crackers. Do they have regular graham crackers? That's actually a good point, Barb. I don't know. Steak, mashed potato, gravy, and a decent beer. Well, that's just the same as what I would have on a Friday night, so don't know if that counts. Smoke a brisket, do potato salad, beans, and coleslaw. Ooh. Could be onto something there. Honey graham crackers are the regular ones. Thank you. All right. Damn, $16. Okay. I think I went through all this, didn't I? Yeah. Toll House cocoa, baking powder. Banana bread and muffin mix. No thanks. No other gravy than onion brown. Okay. Pretty sure that's not what I had on my breakfast when I went to... God, what was it called? Waffle House. Wait, did I go to Waffle House or did I go to IHOP? I think I went to IHOP. Alright, barbecue stuff. Let's have a look. Gumbo base. Kind of feel like I need to try. Wait. They've got the regular Creole on the website? What the fuck? The amount of time I spent in store looking for the regular Creole, and I had to buy the extra spicier stuff because they didn't have any of the Creole stuff on the shelf. Fuck you, USA Foods. Make what from scratch? I ain't making the Creole stuff from scratch. Or are you talking about the gumbo? I kind of feel like I need to try the gumbo. Don't have to be Cajun to make great gumbo. But what the... Okay. But what is gumbo? Because I need to make sure that the family's going to actually eat gumbo. I mean, it looks like it's a seafood's... Louisiana fish fry products. So it's something that I'd probably going to be eating on my own. Make gumbo from scratch? Yeah. Okay. Gumbo. Gumbo is a stew that is popular in the US Gulf Coast community, and New Orleans stew variation being the official state cuisine of the United States state of Louisiana. Gumbo consists primarily of strongly flavored stock, meat or shellfish, a thickener, and Creole holy trinity, celery, bell peppers, and onions. Seafood soup and gravy. Don't put okra in it. I was never going to put okra in it. Don't worry about that. Some include shrimp and seafood. Some are just sausages. Add rice and seafood or meat for a complete meal. Okay. Old Bay seasoning. Oh, and see, now they've got Tony's actual Creole. The original. Bob, I'm going to flip a bitch. So do I want the Zaratrans or do I want the Tony's original? Old Bay is I put on everything seasoning. Great on seafood, great on everything else. Zataran. Okay. You want Tony's? I want Tony's. All right. Adding Tony's to cart. Moving Zatarans. Laurie's lemon pepper marinade. There's Mexican seasoning. I'm Australian. It doesn't matter how I pronounce it. It's always going to sound stupid to you. Habanero, mango, rockmelon, and lime. No thanks. Lemon pepper's good on chicken. Mm. You know what? I'm going to be right back. I need to use the facilities and I think I'll get a drink. My throat's feeling a little bit dry. Sorry about that. Alright, where are I? Say shark or seahorse. Okay. Who's taller, Wolverine or Barb? Wolverine, obviously. Alright, where did I get to? Yeah, so there's the more spice, which is the one that I got when I was actually there. Oh, they've got more of the Lowry's stuff on here. Lowry's. Teriyaki, simple ginger. Annoying. Teriyaki with pineapple juice. Lowry's. How the hell do you get Lowry from that? Keep a can of Creole shit in my purse. Okay, so it's that good. Okay. Tapatio, Stubbs, cayenne pepper. Actually, I tell you what, I saw a hilarious thing on X earlier today. It was there was some people interviewing Indians in India who were complaining about how Americans don't speak English properly, and they have their pronunciations wrong on words in English. It was funny. Roommate's blazing pepper steak. Tapatio's okay. Valentino's better if you aren't using Tabasco. Okay. Oh, that reminds me. I've still got the ass kicking like. I've got the box, the one that goes from level 1 to level 12. I've still got to do that at some stage. Probably be enough to knock me on my ass for a few days though. Or off my ass, I should say. Steak and chop marinade? When India bails out the British from a world war, they can tell us how to pronounce things. I don't think it's going to be the Indians bailing the British out. I think it's going to be between them, frankly. The way they're going. Blue cheese wing dust. Ooh. Okay, I get the Tabasco's wrong, but how about the steak and chop marinade? Is that any good? Plains garlic rub seasoning. I feel like I grabbed some of that already. I know I shouldn't be surprised, but I just realized that all the barbecue stuff is just different sauces. Buy Kinders for chops? Okay. Oh, damn it, Kinders. Okay, alright, well, I think that gets us out of the barbecue category. Oh, here we go. This'll be good. Queso. Oh, excuse me. I apologize, there may be some impromptu burping. Hello, Matilda. First things this from Taco Bell. I know, right? What the hell is that? You know, no. Can someone remind me before I end this? We're gonna go. I want to go and have a look at what's going on with the Taco Bell thing. I have no idea what's going on. I gather there was some sort of parasite in the lettuce. I'm very curious because, like, I was going to get Taco Bell for dinner Friday night, and I was like, actually, you know what? I'm gonna hold off. Bad lettuce from Mexico. I thought I thought you told Mexico to stop shitting on their lettuces. Oh, YouTube's gonna ping me for that one. Chimichurri sauce. Why the hell? Oh, it's because I hadn't clicked the in stock thing. I was like, what the? Why are there 15 pages of Mexican stuff? Is it just easier to import from Mexico or what? But of course it is. It's easier to get through the bad joke. Bad joke, Hayden. Bad joke. Yeah, okay, right. So there's next to nothing in the Mexican that I'm after. Kosher has a surprisingly large number of items. New story sweeping across America, Taco Bell's generating an increased amount of gastrointestinal issues. Leading tonight's top story, Taco Bell is currently leading in the gastrointestinal issues statistics. More at 9. In reality, how could they tell the difference between the usual Taco Bell diarrhea and the cyclospore version? That's a good question. I have no idea, and I have no desire to find out. I can't remember if we've got corn pops that are just at the supermarket here. I need to actually have a... Hang on, one sec. Woolworths corn pops. I know that we had them for a while, but I think they might have stopped. Not currently available for regular purchase in main cereal aisle in Australian supermarkets. However, you can frequently find imported American boxes of single-serve cups, especially retailers. Okay, I'm getting some corn pops. We had them a while ago. I remember them being on the store shelves here, and I was like, I don't think I need to worry about buying those. Unless it's Portugal. Yeah. Crispy fried onions, Twizzlers. I was disappointed by the Twizzlers. Gardito's special request garlic rye chips. No thanks. Not doing rye. Just going to include stuff they paid to have an extra certification like halal. I would agree with you there, except they put a number of different things in here that aren't in the other sections for some reason. Yeah, see, they got the Sprecher Orange Dream Soda. Oh, hello, that's 80% off. Yes, please. Carrot's the only way to make a good pecan pie. God, I haven't even hit the lolly section yet. Mountain Dew flavored lip balm. What the hell is wrong with you people? Barb made you cry when she saw the burned cookies. Ooh, excuse me. Well, I'd say you deserve it, but that would be mean. Good Cook flavor injector. What the hell is that? And do I need it? Speed stick, school glue. Thanksgiving jiggly eye stickers. Oh, see, I got one of the bandanas, but they gave me the one with the ice creams on it. I was kind of hoping for, you know, something that had an American flag on it. Apparently, I'm going to have to physically go there and get one. It was burnt beyond recognition. That sounds about right. We inject marinade with those for our Thanksgiving turkeys. No, Belle, that wasn't a cookie. You know, I can't make that joke live. Never mind. Citronella candles. See, they got all this great stuff for like Thanksgiving and Halloween, and I have no need for any of it. All-purpose rubber baster. I can get something from America and become a master baster. Alright, candy section. Oh, this is where things are going to get interesting. Citronella is good for keeping mosquitoes away. Thankfully, mosquitoes aren't a big issue where I am. All right, I'm going to get one of those. Okay, so what I need to know is, what are the best marshmallows to make s'mores? And I'm also just looking through to see what other... Ooh, strawberry PB&J. God, how much is this costing me already? $142. Jesus. Big ones? Okay. Butterfinger, hot tamales, shades. Jet puffed large. Yes. Jet puffed, but the large ones. All right. And if you like, I know very little about American candies, so if you see anything on here that you think that I just have to try at least once, give me a shout out. I have already tried a Three Musketeers bar though, and I already have some saltwater taffy in the house. The French toast Butterfinger, I couldn't wait to actually eat that online because I just had that sort of sitting nearby and I got hungry one day. I was not a fan, unfortunately. Nor am I a fan of Tootsie Rolls, unfortunately. If an American was to try and buy a Nissan in Japan, they'll be told to go away. We don't sell Little Sisters here. Okay. Double Bubble, got some of that. Twinkie, Hostess Twinkies candy bar? What the fuck? Oh, Americans pronounce it Nissan, of course. No comment. Butterbeer Tin Barrel. Take 5 if you like peanut butter. Alright, I'll give it a go. I like peanut butter. Lemon heads aren't normally down there. Nope. Laffy Taffy is also not a thing here. Mike and Ike are usually not a thing here. Reese's miniature cups are just becoming a thing. All American candy jelly bean mix? If only I liked jelly beans. Fifth Avenue bar. Oh, I knew I was missing something. I gotta find where I put my Altoids. I haven't opened them yet. I put them in my pocket to take them somewhere. I was gonna eat one, and I completely forgot about them. They are still unopened somewhere in this house. Still got peanut M&Ms. Louis value pack of what? Sourdough Patch Kids. They gave us some in the. Oh, actually, I don't know if these are the same. What you're talking about, but I've got some Sour Patch stuff that I got to go through first. We got the regular and the extreme. Prefer the spearmint ones. Okay. Big League Chew. Pop Rocks. Little Nitro. The hottest gummy bear in the world. No thanks. Coconut bar. Double mint. Razzlers. See, now we're just getting into like bubblegum and stuff, and it's like, eh. Tourist store near me that sells a ton of retro candy you can't find in the stores anymore. Awesome. Big League Chew's an absolute classic. I have some Big League Chew somewhere in the house, I think. I was actually I was a bit of a dick about it. I went out and bought a few things last year for the for last year's World Series, and I was like, yeah, you know what, I'm gonna be a real dick. I'm gonna sit and chew some Big League Chew while I watch the game, and I was like, it is 2 a.m. I am not chewing on bubblegum. Oh no, don't tell me I'm coming down with it. Both Lady Overlaw'd and Little Lady Overlaw'd have caught like a flu cold thing. I absolutely cannot afford to catch it because this week's going to be a big week. I could already tell. Goobers. The only time I've heard goobers was on 2.5 Men when Alan has the breakdown in the middle of the cinema and he's going, Goobers! Goobers! Oh, and it's a theater box. That's hilarious. Fruit Chew, Big League Chew, cotton candy flavor, watermelon flavor. Reese's Sticks. Big League Chew was about teaching kids how to use smokeless tobacco, much like candy cigarettes we used to get given as well. Oh, there you go. Goobers are a classic movie treat. Just chocolate-covered peanuts. Goofy Goober Rocks? Okay. Best by April 26th, so they're excited. Yeah, that's the thing you gotta understand, is that some of this stuff actually takes so long to get transported from the US to here that there's certain things I won't buy because they're already outside their expiration period. Milk Duds or York Mint Patty for movies? SpongeBob movie. You know, I haven't actually seen it. Tony's Chocolonely was alright. I think we're just about at the end of this. I think I already did the snacks, didn't I? Milk Duds and Whoppers. Who doesn't love a good Whopper? Saw it in the cinemas with my little sister. It was awesome. Oh, really? Okay. Hey, Dazza. Long time no see. Hmm. Interesting. They're just guidelines. Have so many preservatives that outlast World War III. Fair call. I kind of figured that there was enough preservatives in certain things that it wasn't going to be an issue, but you know. I kind of feel like things that are in the refrigerated section, for example, are the things that I'm just going to ignore, like the coffee mate and that sort of thing. Like, I doubt that that stuff's going to go off either, but I don't want to really risk it. Alright, so how's the cart looking? Got a lot of Reese's Pieces stuff in there. There's no surprise there. Spreckers, some cereal, some low Reese stuff. Gumbo, Creole. I'm interested in the mystery box, what I'm going to get there. Some Jello. Alright. Alright, well, obviously I'm going to... I'll hit the card on that after the stream, because I don't need to be like one of those idiots that risks putting their credit card stuff online or anything like that. So, goddamn morons. I can't with the fucking political sniping. I am over it. I really am. I just am. I've got shit popping up on my phone going, ew, such and such said this about this person, such and such. It's all schoolyard bullshit at this point, because we all know that both the Liberal Party and the Labour Party are sucking each other's dicks, so it doesn't really fucking matter. And as bad as Hanson is, she's the lesser of three evils at the moment. She's nowhere near what we need, but at this point, it's better than either of the main parties. And I am so fucking sick of seeing people just sniping at each other. I'm over it. At least you're not pulling a quarter and repeatedly showing porn tabs on stream. I'm never going to understand that. Jeremy, for fuck's sake, why would you ever use the computer that you stream from porn? Like, seriously. I mean... A decent American trip to the grocery store, a ton of chocolate, no vegetables. Pretty much. You got Brian's credit card number? Well, keep that to yourself. Where are we? Chocolate is a vegetable. Technically, I think chocolate would be a bean, wouldn't it? Hang on. Or a legume? What is chocolate classified as in terms of plant? Berry or legume or what? The fruit of the cacao tree from which chocolate is made is classified as a drupe or stone fruit, specifically a berry-type fruit. There you go. Can we have sniping for Albanese? You know what? Fucking go for it, because at this point, between all the shit that I'm seeing through the mainstream media and fucking Reddit and X, it's just like, go for it. You'll obviously fit right in when you move. Well... I've been following Jeremy for a while now. Did he at least have good porn on his tabs? I don't want to know what that guy jerks his meat to. I don't care.
So,
oh boy, boobs. But the
Hang on, why are you opening? No, I don't want StreamerBot. StreamerBot is not needed for this stream. confused. Where were the boobs? There were no boobs. Those are boobs. And more. Yeah, okay. He really got done while there was a chick on stream with him too. That's classy. Wow, he's really done it more than once, hasn't he? I've not seen mainstream news for days. The puppy ate the TV remote, so I can't turn the TV on. I don't think you're really missing out anything. Tasmania's first coach in the AFL. Wait, Tasmania have an AFL team now? Just assume Hayden has a special moment in his life watching Crocodile Dundee. You know what the funny thing is, Chadwick? Like, Crocodile Dundee's this big thing. I can't even remember the movie. I'm going to have to rewatch it. Oh dear God, he really did, didn't he? Videos of women forcing men. Fuentes streamed gay porn when he thought his stream shut down. Are you serious? Is he another screaming retard shit streamer or something? Yes. Jeremy is like one of the bigger ones, or he was anyway. But, you know, like everyone that gets too big for their britches, he's had his downfall too, so. Paul Hogan, Wesley Snipes, good tradition of tax evasion. Remember the days when you had to get up and turn the TV on and off and change to channel 3? Winters as a Democrat, it's always been a Democrat. Everyone who buys into his bullshit are fools. Jaren? Bell. Jaren. Shit, what was I... What? There was something that I was going to look at before I shut down the stream. I can't remember what the fuck it is now. Oh, actually, you know what? No, that brings me full circle to a thought that I started, like, at the start of the stream, but didn't actually finish. Because, like, when I started streaming originally, when I was back in my... God, remember the Law Patrol days when I was streaming initially from the office? And, like, I was in the suit and tie daily when I was streaming? I used to think that, you know, it'd be, oh, cool. It'd be really cool to be able to get to know Nick Recator and get to know... Legal Bites. I've forgotten what Alita's last name is, but I thought it'd be really cool to one day be as big as those channels, or even just to be able to interact with them, you know? That it'd be good to... Like, for lack of a better term, and I don't crucify me for this, because it's like, it's kind of like, to me back then, because I didn't know any better, it was like meeting a celebrity. And that's sort of where I'm at with, like, dealing with other individuals now. Whereas, like, as a creator, you kind of feel like interacting with certain people is beyond your reach, at least until you grow to a certain size or you get their attention or whatever else. And that's why when someone said that it was Chadwick, because Chadwick said, you know, I'm Bering's favorite koala or his pet koala or something. Like I said, I don't think Bering knows who the fuck I am. And, like, it's great that he followed me on X. But I'm sort of back in that, like, sort of childish mentality, like, one day it'd be great to interact with him or take him for a beer or whatever else. And it's like, it's weird being back on the other end of that sort of parasocial relationship. Does that make sense? Drop my tablet on my face, yes, but never gotten a black eye because of it. can honestly say I've never gotten a black eye from dropping a phone on my face or a tablet. Curious on your take of an Aussie WNBA coach. Why the fuck is there someone in the Aussie WNBA? You use an Aussie euphemism for a player getting special treatment, and the woke grifters blew it up so bad she got suspended as a racist. That doesn't shock me in the slightest. Don't remember party lines, but we had to go to the phone to answer it. We were in heaven when they made longer cords. So, honestly, I remember like when my grandmother first got the. Sorry, Kathy, I'm not trying to make you feel old. It's the first time that I noticed the change between corded and wireless. We got one of the ones that used to sit in the dock, and you could pick it up and carry it around the house, and that was when it was awesome. I am not aware of what this was. Hang on, let me have a look. Oh, I'll be damned. This only happened like 19 minutes ago. Oh, hang on. What am I doing? I need to do this properly. Okay. Sandy Brondello suspended by WNBA for inappropriate comment to Angel Reese. Oh, this will be interesting. Australian coach has been suspended for one game from the WNBA for an inappropriate comment she made during the Toronto Tempo game against the Atlanta Dream. The WNBA expects all coaches and the team personnel to uphold the highest standards of professionalism and respect that are fundamental to our league. Yeah, sure, right, whatever. During the 111-92 loss to the Dream on Saturday, the broadcast picked up Brondello addressing officials after Tempo player Nyara Sabali went down with an injury following the contact. She was called for the foul, and she could be heard saying Reese was a protected species? The protected species phrase is commonly used in Australian sports to express frustration for a lack of calls against players. Look, it might be just me, but I've never once heard that. Like, I can understand where it might have come from. In the US, however, the phrase can be considered derogatory towards black people. Because, of course. Why would you not wear the victimhood when you can? Last night, the emotion of the moment after Yara's injury, I used a phrase that I shouldn't have used. Take full responsibility for that. Frustration was with the officiating, but my words unfairly put the focus on you. Yeah, I call bullshit. Both on that being used, but also because I don't think that that was in any way intended to be racially motivated, and I think the fact that they're taking it that way as a slur is just pathetic, honestly. Like, if you want to make everything about race, that's on you, but I don't think that was racial in the slightest. That was about whether or not someone was receiving preferential treatment and whatever else from the referees. That's no, just no. Andrew Reese is the one targeting Caitlin Clark. I have no fucking clue. Mainly because, like I said, who gives a stuff about the WNBA? As a WNBA, they'll do anything for attention. Just another example of how everyone's fatigued. US fighter set to fight on the 26th was denied entrance to Australia because of private criminal convictions. Now, this was a huge opportunity for him, real life, the Rocky story. No way. Asking what Aussie water tastes like. No, you asked me something considerably stupider than that. What was it? I think you asked me whether or not we celebrate Christmas in December or some shit like that. Good God, how, like... That's why I ask, because the frame seem curious and just an excuse to call everyone who doesn't follow their woke ideologies racist. No, Grifter, that's exactly what I think that is. I don't think that was racial in the slightest. Like, no. I call complete and utter bullshit on that. Oh damn! I really have to fix up my stream deck. Oh well. I know because they hate her. She's been attacked several times. They keep getting away with it. Well, Caitlyn is what? Oh, okay. It's interesting that we're getting to a point where it seems like they're trying to bring back apartheid, but we're coming in reverse. It's not the white people that are going to be doing it. It's going to be because I've already seen videos of African Americans saying, "Hey, we want to take our African American kids and put them in an all black school," and it's like, okay, and like,
Stay.
What's this? I'm basically begging a news station or media company in Jacksonville to document what's going on in my neighborhood. 155 geriatric aged residents are being asked by a homeowners association to pay $1,000 each, $155,000 in total, to sue me out of my home? I'm just going to play the audio on this.
I know there's gotta be a news or media station in Jacksonville that wants to help me cover something, because there's a 55 plus community that is so eager to get rid of one of their non-55 residents, myself, that on Wednesday, and I really hope and wish and pray that a news station or media, some sort of media company wants to cover this alongside me. In order to sue me out of my own home, they're asking 155 residents that are over the age of 55 on fixed incomes to do a mandatory $1,000 assessment.
Is it going to be opening a can of worms to say, why is it okay to discriminate based on age but not other things? Because I'm not going to lie, I'm tired. I really am. Let's see what Jacinta said this afternoon. We're introducing nation-leading laws to keep kids safe online and stop online hate. Fuck you. Labour will introduce nation-leading laws to keep AI and tech companies accountable and protect kids. It's always about protecting the kids with these people. Too many Victorians are being vilified online by anonymous users hiding behind a screen. She really doesn't like the comments section on her X posts, let's put it that way. Labour will give VCAT new powers to make demasking orders, forcing social media companies to reveal the identity of anonymous users accused of online vilification. I'm just going to start putting my name and work address under anything that I post on her posts. Like, I can't be fucked at this point. HOA is the most ridiculous thing ever concocted by bored housewives. I don't know how we got to a point where homeowners associations and owners corporations, because that's what we call them here, excuse me, how they were normalized. You've already got federal, state. In our case, you've either got city, local, or rural, and now you've got homeowners associations or owners corporations basically trying to regulate what you can and can't do in your own house. Get fucked. Threshold currently requires proof of permanent impairment of 10% or more. Wait, what? Social media and AI platforms are designed to be addictive and children are paying the price. Right now, a family suing a social media or AI company for negligence causing psychiatric harm to their child must clear a higher legal threshold before they can bring an action before the courts. Yes! That threshold is necessary, and just because it's against a social media company or a large company does not mean that the threshold should be changed. What the fuck is wrong with you? The The threshold currently requires proof of a permanent impairment of 10% or more. That is the bare minimum required for psychiatric illness caused by negligence or by... It's not even like that's a high threshold. The family's HOA won't even let them put up a fence around their yard or park in the driveway. It's nuts. Created by land developers and real estate agents with the lie that your house will go up in value by being in a HOA, which is complete and utter bullshit.
$1988. It's the
Apparently I need to remember to mute. Okay, interesting. Oop, wrong page. Thank God there was nothing there that I needed to worry about, because I'm not Jeremy. Am I the asshole for being topless at home? I have a 4-month-old son. I'm breastfeeding. He's forever spitting up on me. We're trying to give as much skin-to-skin contact as possible. Because of this, I pretty much stopped wearing clothes at home. I mean, you could still be wearing bottoms, though. Wear them when I go out, obviously, but the privacy of my boyfriend's flat, I just go bare-chested. Okay, that's different. My in-laws were meant to come around at 6 p.m. Instead, they came by an hour early and let themselves in with a spare key. Red flag. If you are home, if you have a brand new baby, no one should be letting themselves into your own home. Just no. Doesn't matter if they're parents, siblings, whatever else. No one enters that house without announcing themselves in any way, shape, or form like that. I was sleeping on the sofa with my son on my chest. They got an eyeful. I woke up to them yelling at me to put a shirt on and asking why I didn't do it sooner if I knew they'd be over today. She's asleep in her own home with her child. Get fucked. Maintaining that they were a full hour early, and why on earth would they just let themselves in when I didn't answer the door? My boyfriend wants me to apologize. I refuse. Kick his ass out too. That's ridiculous. Yeah, Sheree, sorry. No, that's next Sunday. I advertised it as a way to force myself to make sure that I did it. Exactly. There's no way, shape, or form that's okay in my book. My God, have I really devolved to the point where I'm reading Reddit threads on YouTube? Hmm. Boyfriend is the asshole. If the parents tried this, come out of the bedroom with nothing on. Spare keys for emergency purposes, not hi kids, we're here. Exactly. It's called personal boundaries. So, no, that's not okay in the slightest. So what's happened with the Tate brothers? UK seeking extradition over allegations that include 7 counts of, well, nasty stuff. 19 charges related to indecent images of children and extreme... Oh my God. All you need is a cute female VTuber model and the transition's complete. The fuck you mean a cute... Hey, wait. Why is that not... Ah, shit, I broke it. Oh well. Am I not cute enough for you? How did I break that? What did I do there? Avatar Master. Why is it not? Oh, that's why. Because I had it linked to the wrong thing. Wait, now it's not moving. Renting a party of us to go to Aussie to see the puppy we leave on Monday. Won't be a second. I just got to work out why this is not doing what it's supposed to. Is it because the audio there's low, or is it just? I have no idea. Oh well, doesn't matter. Meh. Yes, I do always seem to break the avatar. I have no idea why. Wasn't expecting to use it, so. When did the UK government start caring about this stuff? That's a damn good question. I mean, they don't exactly have the best track record with that, so I don't fucking understand it either. There are many times about the male to female pipeline via VTube models. It starts with a female VTuber model and ends up with femboyism and then snip snip. Jesus. There's one guy that someone was telling me about. He just went through a full transition because a guy just kept paying him, and I'm like, how fucked up does your life have to be to wind up going down that route? Like starting off as a YouTuber and then winding up basically as a plaything for, what was he, like a financial banker or some shit like that? See, I haven't even seen anything that they're pretending that the new government's far right, because it's just not. It's never going to be accurate. They're too The UK government's just like captured at this point. See, that's some bullshit. And again, we're back to reading shit off of Reddit, but we're passing kids who don't come to school and can't read. What the fuck are we doing? 140 students in the 8th grade, 5% that I've never met, 10% I've met a few times. They come to school, do some drugs, sell some drugs, go to alternative. 30% aren't literate, 70% aren't at grade level, and 100% of them are still graduating. Oh, thanks, Sheree. Appreciate it. The UK's been fucked for a long time. Yeah. Wait, what did I miss there? Tates went to the wrong country. Israel doesn't extradite for those tribe. Okay. You know how kids are total disrespectful pieces of shite in school nowadays? Yep. Well, like I said, this is why Scar's getting homeschooled now. Major push to axe Victoria's problematic windfall gains tax. Look, Jess, if you can do it, I'm all the more power to you. But I mean, I'm not sure that it's going to make a difference. Shot across the bow. Just saw a report that my home state is now 50th in literacy in the 4th grade. So much for the second highest teacher pay scale in the country. Jesus. They're not there to learn anymore, just to show their ass and cause trouble. No, at this point, they're basically there to just get indoctrinated into what the government wants to push as the curriculum. And I hate to say it, but a lot of them are just being prepared for adult daycare, which, ladies, hate me as much as you want, but I can pull up the video that proves it. A lot of them are just going into adult daycare scenarios. Like, memes being fact-checked is true. Oh. Tom Cruise and Julia Roberts were once pitched as Master Chief and Cortana in Halo. Nope. Not okay with that. Oh, not that any of you will know, but Terrence Donovan died a few hours ago, aged 90 here in Melbourne. One of the actors from Neighbours. What's this? Federal judge who blocked the US Postal Service from making operational changes to prevent hindering mail-in voting during the 2020 presidential election didn't have the power to do so, the DC Court Circuit has ruled. I don't know if I care about that or not. No Tard left behind. Well, Mandy, we all know that you managed to graduate, so... No, I don't want to upload into Google Lens. Fuck you. Oh, that was close. I almost just pressed the wrong button. I don't know why I didn't just do this from the start. This way I'm just like, I'm actually talking, but I'm just still staring at the screen. People are getting what they actually want. Do I have a right button? I have a left button. I have a... Looks like you may have actually pressed the wrong button. Well, I assume the audio is still coming through. So, I mean, I don't know. What else we got? Do you have a Be Nice to Acorn button? Yes, it's right next to the oven timer button. Notorious criminal who recruited and coached intellectually disabled children to steal cars on the Mornington Peninsula in exchange for drugs could be back in the community within weeks. Lovely. Some are pet essentials from Amazon. No thanks. Society. Video games don't teach you anything. Video games. Governments falsify history only so it favors them. Sounds about right. China enacts new laws to clamp down on AI girlfriends. Oh, the poor bastards. Might give out some free sample of my attitude today. That's a bit cute. Careful, Acorn. He might write you 2 letters. Men, please stop trying to be influencers. We need electricians and mechanics, I'm begging you. Can females stop being OnlyFans models? We need mothers, not whores, I'm begging you. And the picture's starting to make you feel uncomfortable. How's that one? Is that better? Oh wow, that's how long it's been since I've used StreamYard. I didn't even realize. The background is actually like it's before I even had the Law News and Laughter thing on it. So that's actually not bad. Huh. There, that better? Shelf-conscious Gen Z made Melbourne a performative reading hub. I don't give a shit. A woman most offended by sexual duty inside of marriage is very often comfortable demanding every other form of duty from men. You know what? I'm curious.
You're here.
Oh, hang on. I gotta do the thing so that it doesn't echo.
The women who tend to screech the loudest about sexual duty being a problem inside of marriage are also the same women, make no mistake, who demand the most out of the men they're in marriage with.
No shit. It's called self-entitlement and daddy issues. What's your point? What did you decide to do with your channels? No fucking clue. I'm still... I have no clue, Diane, honestly. Because... I mean, you can go right back to the start of the stream if you want and you see the bit of the crash out that I had. But basically, it's at a point where everything that's in the news is driving me batshit crazy. So I'm at the point where I don't even really want to be making videos. But I mean, otherwise, I'm going to be doing these kinds of streams on the main channel, and it's going to confuse the fuck out of the YouTube algorithm because I don't know what the fuck I want to do. I want to be entertaining, but I want to still have the law credential. I still want people to look up to me, but I don't want to necessarily be the smartest person in the room. I'm fucked. So, hi.
Hello, Bunny here, the attraction matriarch, the ex-matriarch on X.
The attraction matriarch. This is the first time I've seen this woman. Become a gunpla builder on stream on Aussie Isekai. I'll probably just be recording when I build and uploading it there. I don't know how much I'll do live there, but definitely as I'm working through the backlog, that's just what I'll be doing there. Do you want to do some old Aussie cases? I've been researching a few. It's certainly an option. It's stream Warframe. The funny thing is, half the time I'm just going to come on here and stream what I'm doing, which is literally just doom scrolling X, which is what we're doing right now. Yeah, I don't know because I hate to say it, but it all boils down to is that I don't know what the fuck I want, honestly. And I'm trying to keep things kicking along until I can either work that out or until shit implodes. Now, what's this chick got to say?
I'm so glad you're here. Let's talk
I'm not
about
sure I am.
attraction, shall we?
Really, love, do you think you should be the one talking about attraction? But okay.
So we all know these women who demand. They expect the world, especially from their husbands. But sometimes you sit back and go, but what does she have to offer? What is she bringing to the table?
And if they don't flop on the table or thump with enough of a sufficiency, she's not really bringing anything to the table. So, yeah, I get it. Sorry, it just made it reminded me of those videos that I see on X occasionally, where it's literally, what do we bring to the table, and it's all the chicks pulling up their tits and just going thunk onto the table. I don't want to say flop because flop's inaccurate because half of them are fake, so they don't really flop. They just go. So.
He'll be like, oh, I take care of the kids. Oh, I manage the household. Oh, I get his laundry. Oh, blah, blah, blah. She'll list off all of these little things that, make no mistake, we would do whether he was in the picture or not. That's not a thing that you're doing because of your marital bond. That's a thing.
Holy fuck, thank you. I didn't realize there were women out there that had the self-awareness to understand this. Doing things that you would otherwise ordinarily be doing, even if there is a slight added weight load to it, doesn't mean you're specifically doing something for your partner. And that goes both ways. Gents, if you're doing something that you would otherwise be doing, it doesn't mean you're doing your partner a favor. It doesn't mean you're doing any sort of mental load for your partner. It doesn't mean you're being a good partner. Quite literally means you're taking credit for something that you would otherwise be doing anyway, and trying to basically impose guilt on your partner. She's self-aware, she's not a female.
That you're doing because you're a human, you're an adult, you're a mother. So, the same women who shy away from sex as the conversation that is a natural part of being in a marriage are the same women who tend to demand
Today, Junior? I'm guessing she's going to say tend to demand above and beyond from their partners, and not just their partners, but everybody else.
a specific kind of house, a specific kind of lifestyle, an elevated way of looking to the rest of the world.
The high and mighty hoity-toity bitch that expects something of everyone else but nothing from her. Gotcha.
Car that she wants to drive, the church that she wants to be seen attending, the social events, the galas, the whatever, the entertainment. She demands quite a bit. Her upkeep, her hair, her nails, her facial, care, her everything, her.
If you follow the episode on House with the Supermodel, the perfect female is male. I thought it was that... I haven't watched that episode in a long time. I thought it was just that the female had gonads. But shh, we don't need people knowing about that.
Beauty, her clothes. And yet, she finds sexual attention for her husband as being outside of the realm of marital duty.
I fail to understand how anyone could ever take sex to be outside of marital duty. Because marriage itself is supposed to be the ultimate expression of love and affection for your partner. And if you're going to treat it without intimacy, then it becomes a financial arrangement and transactional. In which case, you shouldn't be married in the first place. And I'm guessing this topic's boring people or people are going to bed. Hello? What's up? Probably go the medallions, because the gammy stuff's an easy thing for during the week. That, and I'm not hugely hungry still after the lunch. So, I mean, you don't have to go all out with the medallions. Just... Yep, that's fine. Okay. Thank you, sweetheart. Apparently it's almost dinner time. Oh, okay. Oh, okay. Well, thank you. Oh, okay, all right.
The women who screech the loudest about this often demand the most. So, where does sexual duty fit inside of marriage? It fits at the fucking top.
Called it. I think he should hurry up. They think they're running a steeple jump at 3:30.
It fits at the top because without sex in marriage, without a strong sexual dynamic between man and wife, it's just a relationship like any other. You can co-parent with other people, you can shop with other people, you can
Exactly. You become roommates. And that's completely beyond the realm of human intimacy. So if you're not going to enjoy spending time with your partner and engaging in intimacy, or God forbid using it as a reward or punishment system, ladies, then for fuck's sake, understand that that is not a marriage. Plain and simple. There are some big flags here, including the size of her hands. I am curious, honestly. I think there's enough there that I'm still sold, but I could be convinced.
go to events, you can go to church, you can run errands, you can do all kinds of things with all kinds of other types of relationships. But without sex in that marriage, it's not a marriage. Now, there are wonderful, beautiful things. There's God. There's a morality. There's shared culture. There's shared mission.
But again, those are all things that you can share with somebody outside of the relationship of husband and wife. Those are things that you can share with a close friend. Those are things that you can share with other family members. Let's be honest. I mean, sexual intimacy really is the only thing that effectively separates husband and wife from other types of relationships. Am I wrong there? Only a dude pretending to be a lady would hang up art next to the bookshelf. Are you talking about the one on the far, or the one on the far, like of the chick, or the one like up there? I don't know. Yeah.
There's all kinds of wonderful things about marriage. But if sex is not a major part of it, then that is no different than any other friendship, acquaintance, attachment that you have in your life. So understand, when you hear women poo-poo sex as a critical element of marriage, beware and watch, because those same women are probably demanding more than any sexually enthusiastic woman you've ever been with, because she doesn't see that as being part of her role. And beware of that, because that's not going to change. That's really hard to turn that Titanic around. A woman who is so...
How do we get this woman into a school or into a university? Like, or better yet, how do we put her as like mandatory viewing for like what's it called? Like home economics in like the, not the penultimate year, what's the sophomore year, whatever it is. Like, in all seriousness.
adamantly against sex in marriage, or a strong sexual bond in relationship, is someone who will be very difficult to persuade and probably not all that worth it.
I was going to say, you probably shouldn't be at a point where you need to be persuading. So, yeah, no. I think you left a 0 off. Oh boy.
Look at this. It looks ugly. Even a little off. Your brain already judged it. It always does. Now look at it again.
Okay, I need to mute while I'm scrolling. Ow.
If we give a
You think he passed? I think he's okay. I'm not so sure that he's drunk, you know? Just saying. What are you pair laughing about? Bet she's got roast beef like our... Oh, Jesus, Acorn. Come on. Yeah, of course the tests are designed to make you fail. No, he didn't, because he didn't walk the straight line. He's clearly drunk. Oh, that's just cute. If this was Newton, Iowa, we would still have been arrested on suspicion of DUI. Bloody hell. Oh, how do we feel about the PlayStation 6 not going to have a disc drive? I mean, don't get me wrong, I couldn't give a rat's ass. I mean, the whole, you know, I'm almost primarily a PC gamer now, if at all. Like, particularly because Lady Overlord got me one of the handheld ROG Alloys, and I've been able to use that for various things. Between EA, Ubisoft, Sony, the whole you'll own nothing and be happy about it bullshit is really getting on my nerves. Because I don't care if all you're doing is buying a license. You're still buying that license. You're not renting it. So, I mean, I know that it's in the contract that they can revoke it at any time, but I'm honestly of the opinion that it shouldn't be allowed to be in there. Does your gaming PC still have a disc drive? No, but that's specifically because I already had a external Blu-ray drive, so it wasn't an issue for me. I do still have quite a few discs that I use, so where are we? Actually, where is the disc drive? Oh no, it's plugged into Scarlett's computer at the second. But no, I've got a multitude of games that I still have the install discs for, so. PC gamer, go to local CX regularly to buy PC, PS2, PS3 games to play all three on PC. Well, I mean, like, I wanted to future-proof, so I actually bought, like, a fat boy PS3 so I could play the old PS1 and PS2 games. Admittedly, I haven't fired it up, mainly because, you know, I don't have time for video gaming, which really is sort of... It's really fucking stupid that I collect all these things so that when I have the time I can enjoy them, and I just feel like I'm never actually going to have the time to enjoy them. But yeah. No, as far as I'm concerned, the whole digital only thing, like, because, what was it? I think they removed, what was it, between 500 and 750, I think. I think it was only 500, but I don't know about that. I know there was at least 500 movies that people had paid full price for licenses to have through the PlayStation Network, and because the licensing agreement between Sony and whichever company owned the movies, they just completely ripped them out of the people's libraries. And I'm like, this is why you buy physical media. Like, I'm just not okay with them being able to rip that away from you without notice. Just because they don't want to continue paying the licensing fee to whoever they're getting it from. So if I don't own it, it's not theft. Exactly. I mean, I started going down a whole rabbit hole of, well, if it's a license, technically, can you steal a license? And, well, I suppose you technically can, but you can't. But I fully expect that they're going to cop a massive backlash over it, and I fully expect that the level of... Well, because they don't even really have exclusives anymore, so what the fuck is the point? I mean, Steam Machine, yes, as expensive as it is, it still gives you at least a little bit more room if you're going to go digital only. Like, why would you go with Sony's proprietary over, say, even getting a mini PC and hooking it up to your TV instead? Like, it makes no sense to me. I genuinely feel like they're just shooting themselves in the foot, and that it is going to... Genuine gamers, I think, are going to care about it. Normies aren't going to give a fuck. They'll just follow their noses and whatever else. So yeah, sure. At the end of the day, Sony may not see much of a dip in their stock prices or whatever, but you know, if you're going to slowly march towards your company's demise, you might as well not speedrun it. You know. Bell still gets mad every time I read the entire end-user license agreement when I get a new game. Look, as a lawyer, I would say read it. As a gamer, I'd say fuck that, who does it? Also use Parsec to play my emulated games with my friends. Well, there you go. Been lurking all night, batteries, death, good night, folks. Alright, Lady Bummer, thanks for sticking around. It's been 3.5 hours. I will probably tidy it up here anyway, so... Gaming as we know it's been dead for a while. PS6 is just another nail in the coffin. Yes, I fully agree with you on that. So... Oh, I just realised I haven't actually fixed up the end credits stuff either. I don't need to do... Yeah, deal with the screenshot for a second while I fix something. There we go. Sorry about that. Fix, you mean break something? No, I wasn't breaking shit. I was making sure that the audio for the outros and everything was working, because I didn't do that before I started, because why the fuck would I ever do that? So, but anyway, folks, I know it's a stretch, but if anyone has any news stories or funny videos or comes across anything that they think that I might enjoy, please, for the love of God, chuck it in one of the things in the Discord. I know Jason does a good job of that. It's more just the ones that I try and put into like videos and that sort of thing would be great. But I mean, even just coming across that woman tonight was interesting. So, because I know that like other big streamers have, like, the fans give them a lot of videos. I don't know how the fuck they were coming across things when they were smaller channels. And I think that's the thing that I've struggled with the most, is trying to track down things that are actually going to be interesting. So, but anyway, as always, people, please remember, you are not a piece of shit. You have value and do contribute to society, especially for being here and keeping me company. But as always, stay healthy, wealthy, and wise, and I'll catch you all shortly. Cheers, peeps. Shit, which button is it? Be...
And again, on your way out, please do me the favor and hit the like and subscribe button if you're so inclined. It costs nothing. It's absolutely free, and we'll be friends forever. Bye now.
This shit, I'm out. Fuck this shit, I'm out. No thanks, don't mind me. I'ma just grab my stuff and leave. Excuse me, please. Fuck this shit, I'm out. Nope. Fuck this shit, I'm out. Alright then. I don't know what the fuck just happened, but I don't really care. I'ma get the fuck up out of here. Fuck this shit, I'm out.